Well, hello everybody, and welcome to the show. Today we are jumping into Cyberpunk Booster. Damn, that's cool.
Wow.
I like Cyberpunk. I'm a fan. Been a fan
I love
since I was a little kid.
I love cyberpunks as well. I can't name any off the top of my head, but it is cool. It looks cool.
It does look cool, and actually, I'm going to get
Oh, Deus
into that
Ex.
in a minute. What?
Deus Ex.
Uh,
Ooh,
Deus Ex.
ooh.
Okay, there you go. That is Cyberpunk. There you go. A video game
Yeah.
referencing. Nice, nice, nice.
Deus Ex.
Deus
I
Ex.
used to
Yeah.
think I could. Used to think I could save the world.
Oh, references now.
Now I'm just watching it tear itself apart.
I never asked for this.
Well, anyway, very happy to have you guys in here with us. Please do us a favor and hit that like button and that subscribe, something I never say, and I keep getting chastised for it. So there, I said it. Other than
Good.
that, more important,
No
check out our links
spanking
down
for you
below.
this week.
Yeah, well, thank you. You're welcome. But also hit us up on Twitter if you want to be on the show or be part of anything we're doing. We certainly appreciate it. But the thing that helps us the most is hitting that share button and letting your, family and friends and extended community know what's going on, so they come over here and join us live, man. Because we're gonna have some really cool art being laid down here as usual.
You will be disowned. I'm warning you. You will be disowned if you invite your direct family over.
Okay, well, it might happen. It could happen. Yeah, this
Yeah.
is definitely one of those places. But anyway, before we jump in
Yeah.
and start talking to people, I'm going to take a quick moment to kind of go over Cyberpunk because with the upcoming Cyberpunk 2077 coming out, which I think many of us are excited about, I think we've kind of lost track of what Cyberpunk is. So let me take a moment here. Now, this gentleman right here is very unfortunately named Philip K. Dick. Now, Philip K. Dick is one of the most prolific science fiction writers in history. I mean, he stands alongside Isaac Asimov and other such people. And a lot of the science fiction that you have enjoyed during your life comes from his writings, and you probably don't even know who he is. Right now, Philip K. Dick is Blade Runner, Johnny Mnemonic, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. There's just so much stuff he's written, and I would call him the godfather of it, starting in the '60s. So we literally do have 60 years of cyberpunk. This isn't a new phenomenon. It's been around a long, long time. And to kind of look at the some of the more famous cyberpunk things we've seen, of course, we have the aforementioned Cyberpunk 2077, which is coming up and looks absolutely gorgeous. We also have things like Blade Runner. Which I love the first one and I love the second one too. I thought it's a perfect duality of a movie, showing the front and the back of it. It's really, really cool. We also have the Johnny Mnemonic that I had mentioned, which I think is a very underrated movie. I enjoyed this one quite a bit. It also has a famous Japanese guy in it, Takeshi, and he plays the bad guy, which he usually does. We have another Keanu Reeves tends to be in a lot of cyberpunk stuff, huh? He's also in Cyberpunk 2077. I guess he's the cyberpunk guy. But of course, this is The Matrix. We also have, this one, I don't need that. I took stuff off of that. We have
Ghost in the
Akira, of
Shell?
course. Yep, that's right. We have Ghost in the Shell right here. And of course, we also have one of my favorite cyberpunk comic books of all time, Transmetropolitan with Spider Jerusalem. If you guys haven't read this comic book, go do so because it's awesome. Have any of you guys read Transmetropolitan?
I've been meaning to
Heard
for the
of it.
longest time.
Heard of it.
It's Vertigo,
but-
yeah?
I have certainly not.
You have not. Well, you guys should. It's really well done, and it's it captures the essence of cyberpunk just perfectly. And of course, another thing for our British friends in here, we also, of course, have Judge Dredd, which Judge Dredd came out in the '70s, right? And that is, clearly cyberpunk as well.
And we have that perfect 2012 Dream movie that is just.
Oh God, that was awesome with Carl
That's
Urban.
just cyberpunk.
Jesus,
Perfect. Yeah,
dude.
yeah.
Yeah. I mean, talk about an underrated flick, dude. I really wish that had made money so we could just get tons of it.
It's such a shame because it's
Yeah.
so cool.
And how badass is Urban that he did that whole movie and didn't show his face once? How badass is that guy?
That's awesome to
Yeah.
me, man. Like, that's respect to the character.
Yeah.
Unlike Tom Holland, let me take my mask off.
Oh yeah, no, it's ridiculous. But we have
What's
another
his secret
thing.
identity?
we had another thing that wanted to be mentioned here, and I thought it was a cool idea. We have a Indiegogo in progress that is called Iva, and it is a cyberpunk comic series set in the 23rd century world of bioimplants and intrusive surveillance. Well, we kind of got that shit
my
going on
pie is
already. We don't need the 23rd century; we got the
23rd
21st century. But Zach, you know a little bit about this. Why don't you lay this on us a little bit?
Yeah, no, just I was browsing and found this amazing comic that just needed some love, and been trying to reach out to the writer, and basically she's new to the comic scene. She's done a few interviews, very unknown, and it was just this comic. If you scroll down and show some of the art,
Hmm.
it just it looks amazing, and it doesn't have enough eyes on it, and it kills me on the inside that something this cool looking could be so unnoticed. And
And
Too good.
real quick, how do you spell that?
EYVA. EYVA.
EYVA.
Yeah.
Alrighty.
and especially for how cheap they're selling it, like to get an actual comic print, it's nothing, absolutely nothing, you know.
Too good and too honest.
Yeah, it's just I'm blown away, you know.
Well,
So-
this has a very Aeon Flux look to it,
Mhm.
and which is not a bad thing. And of course, it's clearly cyberpunk. Very, very, and the art's very, very good actually. Now, this girl, is she doing the writing or is she doing the art, or both?
She's just the writer. The artist is on. I follow him on Twitter, and I've tried to reach out to him, but I don't even know if he speaks English.
I see.
Like if he's not using Google Translate, so I don't know what's going on there. But it's just it's a team, and so I don't know. I just I was
Well,
like,
I'm-
why is this not getting more attention? I
spelled
wish they
again?
would put it on Kickstarter because it would definitely hit it. You know.
How's it spelled again?
EYVA. Iva, Eva, Ayava. I don't know how it's supposed to be pronounced. I don't see. I'm trying to see the artist
C- I-
mentioned. I don't see it offhand.
CIBK.
Huh? Oh, here, illustrator
doesn't-
Timothy Green the second. That sounds rather English-speaking realm to me. Let's see. He worked in the industry 15 years with Marvel, DC Comics, and Dark Horse. He's a dude. That's why it looks like Aeon Flux, because he did Aeon Flux. Oh, well, how in the hell is this not making tons of money? That's a pro right there. Star-Lord, Aeon Flux, Red Hood, and Rocket Raccoon and Groot. Damn. Yeah, you're right, Zach. Why is this not making more money, dude?
I think it's just because no one knows about it. It literally is like a they didn't know how to gang the system of Indiegogo to get its exposure correctly, and then they don't know that Indiegogo, you have to have a already a crowd of people around you
Yeah.
before you start a gig. And so I think they should have done Kickstarter if they really wanted to hit that goal easy. But since they decided to do this, and I don't know. I just
What is 1,600 GPD in real money?
About
It's like very
$2,500 and about $50,000 in New Zealand money.
Oh my god, I'm rich.
But I mean, definitely check it out, guys. And I don't know why that. I mean, that's a big time artist on that. So, oh well. But we'll definitely talk about it again. But we need to get to what we're going to do. So let's come over here and get this started. So, who's going to? It's perfect timing too. 10 minutes after Justice is supposed to be. Now, Booster, I've given you responsibility before in your life.
Yeah,
And
that was a terrible idea.
it was, and you have disappointed me. But I'm going to give you one more time to make me proud.
All right. Have you introduced everyone one by one?
I'm going to do that after we start.
Okay, but that's actually a good idea. It's a very good idea, in fact. Okay, I need some synth-wavy music or something. Has anyone got something like that, or do I have to sit here and go?
I gave you all the music I'm
5, 4, 3, 2,
going
1,
to give
go.
you. Oh, thank you. All right, there you go. All right, guys, get it started. Now, keep in mind the rules here are very, very simple. We have 2 hours, and in that time, the only rule they have is they cannot use color. Now, keep in mind this is a PG-13 plus show, which means that they have all the freedom they want to do. Nips are definitely allowed, although genitalia are only allowed for ink spots. He's the only one who can do that. Everyone else cannot.
He's the only one who allowed to get away with it.
That's
I miss
right.
ink spots.
Just ink
How's he
spots.
doing?
I don't know how he's
Huh?
doing, but he's done a great job coloring Cecil's comic. I know that.
Yeah. It looks
Yeah.
great.
It does look great. But all right, so let's go down and see who we got here drawing for us today and kind of check out what they're going to do. I will start with Zach, and he'll never tell us anyway. But hi, Zach.
Hey, I'm gonna draw the Ava comic chick. Wow.
There you go. That's cool.
Wow.
That's cool.
Wow. He never tells us anything. Sure.
All right, well, that's a good-looking character, and
It's a bit early. It's a bit early, but I feel that I haven't said it in like 4 weeks. So fuck you, Chester.
Oh well, thank you, Zach. Thank you. Just kind of getting it out there, getting ahead of
said
it.
it.
I see.
Yeah,
That's how I stop having night terrors.
Is it? You just scream out
Yeah.
into the night, like you did it. All right, go.
Exactly. Yeah, that's right. I sound like a deaf retarded person when I scream at night.
Right, exactly.
Love him or hate him, you can't stop thinking about him.
That's right. I live in your head, rent free, Booster.
In my dreams.
Ooh.
He is your mother and your father. He will
No,
be with you.
Chester!
You're like
No, I
He
don't
will
care
be
what's
with you
up
when you
wrong,
eat
kids.
and when you
No!
sleep.
I don't know. I think I would rather be the touchy uncle. That would be more
You're
fun.
like the Freddy Krueger. You're the Freddy
don't do
Krueger.
that.
Go to
Don't
jail.
do that.
Go directly
Someone
to
save
jail.
that soundbite.
You scared Zach away.
Someone
Yeah,
say that.
Chester's our Freddy Krueger, man. Freddy Krueger.
Okay, okay. References abound. But let's continue down the row here as Zach decided to leave. He'll be back though. All right, let's start out here now. Alan from the Howl Comics, he's decided he's going to do Apollo Creed here. It's a nice little piece you got going on. But that's not Cyberpunk, brother.
It's all good. It's James Brown, not Apollo Creed, but it's from that movie.
Oh, there you go. That's cool then. But so what are you planning on doing though with your cyberpunkness today?
You know, I'm gonna do a cyberpunk version of Stryker from Cyber Force,
Ooh,
and if I have time, I'll do Cyblade.
very nice. Very nice. All right. Well, that sounds great. Let's move down here. So someone had a concise answer. It's very nice. Bushy, you do me a favor and see what's going on with Zach, please. Steel, dude, what's up? I see wood grain tables. What's our plan?
I'm going to draw a couple of cybernetically enhanced cannibals attacking an unfortunate soul.
I see. So we're mixing post-apocalyptic and cybernetics. Nice. All
There
right.
he is.
Cybernetics are best mixed with just about everything.
That's fair. That's fair. Yeah, I'm on board with that. Cool. All right. Well, there you go, guys. We have one doomed rabbit with us, which we were trying to guess his name before, and I'm going to go. I'm pretty sure I'm going to stick with Nicodemus. I think that's his name.
Yeah.
So, Nick,
That's a good name.
what are you planning on doing here for Cyberpunk Day, brother?
Honestly, I've been thinking about it, but I've been out drinking, so I don't know.
It's like every damn time I talk
I'm
to you,
so
dude.
tired. I was contemplating doing Region Z, but then I was thinking I might just do a random character just from my head.
Oh, cool. That's
You-
cool
You
too.
probably don't know Region Z, I'm guessing, but
You
some
should
people will.
you should do one of those cute girls you do. You do cute girls really well.
I've done a couple of them recently. I want to do some random shenanigans.
All right, all right. Maybe you
I
should
just don't know. I don't know.
maybe
I'm
you should
tired.
cyberdize a puppy.
Well,
No?
That's an awful idea.
That's a
don't
great
cyber
idea.
yeah,
that.
I'm not. I'm definitely not.
No, we
gonna
like
do
we
that.
like
Bad
puppies
idea.
too much to
Cybernetic
cyber
puppy
them.
warrior.
Yeah, I like it. We could have
Yeah,
it could
yeah.
replace what was that? Puppy paws or something paws that got canceled. Pet paws.
Paw
What was it?
Patrol.
Paw Patrol.
Make a
Patrol,
post-apocalyptic pause patrol.
There you
With
go.
Cyberpunk
Yeah.
Paw Patrol.
Cybernetically enhanced puppy that commits atrocities.
Yeah. You know, it's funny to me, all these people that are,
Voice and everything.
anti-police and we gotta get rid of the Paw Patrol. It's like, that shit's gonna come back on them. I mean, did they not take 5 seconds to think about that before they did that? Dumbasses. But anyway,
Chaz.
You do whatever you want to do, brother. Paw Patrol wasn't canceled. No, you're right. They were threatening to. So Chester, be accurate. All right, fine. Yeah, a lot of responsibility here.
Yeah, Chester.
Keenma, hello, darling. How you doing?
Hello.
How dare you lie about Paw Patrol?
So I love what you're doing here. Please, before I ask you the question, answer this one first. What is this? Because I love it.
It's just kind of like a full poster piece for my comic that I want to work on.
Sweet.
Mhm.
It's very
Yeah.
nice. I like
And
it.
it actually is a cyberpunk / supernatural genre comic. So
Yeah. Yeah, it looks like
So you can
it.
already just draw your own.
Belly to go.
yeah, I plan on drawing my own character for this.
Well, you got a
There
very
goes-
roboticized character here that has a pentagram on his back, so kind of makes sense. It
Yeah.
screams at you. Yeah, it's nice. But the question for today, of course, is what are you doing for today's challenge, however?
I'm probably gonna do one of my own characters.
Nice.
Yeah.
All right, cool. I like the look of it. You should promote the comic. Rock on.
Yeah.
All right, let's move down here. We got Kevin. Now, Kevin's got all his points of reference laid out, so we're going to get something that's quite dynamic, it looks like, Kevin. What's the plan today?
Well, my plan is to unsuccessfully draw a car in a futuristic city landscape with just some random like bounty hunter guy, but I'm going to not get it done. So I'm just going to get that started right now.
All right, so get it started so we can't finish. Perfect.
That's right.
Perfect. That's what I want to hear. I love the perspective points that you laid out, though, and I've seen a lot of artists do this, and this kind of behind the scenes stuff that you guys do to get to where you need to go, I find fascinating. I love it. So this is the what do you call it technically in the art world? What do you call this? The point.
Well,
Symmetry.
Yeah, it's
Perspective.
perspective, vanishing line, and more like not a worm's eye view, but a low horizontal or horizon line
I
perspective.
see. Yeah. Well, that's cool, dude. I love it. I think it's really cool when we can see that aspect of it because when it's all done, all these lines will be gone, right? Yeah, very cool, dude. Looking forward to seeing what you're doing, and I hope you do finish. So I'll try not to bother you much. But awesome. Moving down here, Adrian says Kevin is doing Sid Mead. Sweet. All right. Moving down here, JD, what are you doing here?
Oh, I don't know. Maybe I'm planning on doing a Ghost in the Shell versus RoboCop versus some other character I may have created.
Ghost in the Shell versus RoboCop. I do believe Ghost in the Shell would tear the living hell out of RoboCop, but you do you.
The varying power levels. It's kind of like
Well,
pitting
RoboCop
One Punch
can
Man against
survive.
anybody.
RoboCop can survive.
He
I
can.
mean, considering he can,
He has the power of America.
He does, and he moves at 2 miles an hour. It's perfect.
And they repair him
Well,
at 2 miles an hour.
They do.
Actually, he survived. He survived a lot of damage, man.
Yeah, but he's going to spend like 3 months recovering as they slowly and systematically rebuild him because he's in a more realistic setting.
Well,
true.
actually,
That is
the
true.
other- Right.
Basically a Chevy.
He's
RoboCop
basically a
can survive-
Chevy.
RoboCop can survive.
I'm
You
looking
remember
forward to it, JD. I am.
survived Robo King? Yeah. Okay. Sorry.
Oh, no problem. No problem. But just try to speak
This
a
is
little
just
more
a practice
concisely and
sketch.
clearly,
Sorry about that. It's just I can't speak too loud because obvious.
I know. I don't know. Why can't you?
Tell me about it.
It's not obvious at all.
My mom will kill me.
Your mom will kill you. God, everyone wants to kill JD.
And
I think we should do a news report on this, Booster, on one of our shows. Why does the world want to kill JD?
yeah, down in Oregon, you know.
Mhm.
Yeah, and the next thing you know, Janet Reno's in charge. Oh my God. Was that
Oh
too
my-
old a reference? Was that too old a reference? Probably was.
Probably is.
She's still
What did you
alive?
even say to me?
The Major would destroy RoboCop. Yes, she would, dude. But anyway, let's move over here to our last competitor today. And do keep in mind, we do have a prize.
Major can survive against the spider tank. Imagine
Yes,
RoboCop being the
yes,
spider
you can,
tank.
JD. It's time to be quiet now. Thank you.
Okay.
Okay.
saying.
So our last competitor today, of course. Now, do keep in mind that we do have a prize here. The winner goes over to the Pro Edition, and I have had a conversation with Mike Miller, and he looks like he's going to move it possibly permanently to the Tuesday night instead of Wednesday night,
Yeah.
which works for us just
Oh.
fine. Doesn't matter. But he's trying to adjust his schedule to.
Why are you trying to destroy us, Mike Miller?
No, he was actually very nice, Booster. He was very,
Why are
very
you trying to
polite.
bury us?
For people with with
You
like
have
really
six
strict
and stuff
schedules,
the heck?
it actually makes it a little bit easier. They can catch up on sleep on Wednesday after staying up late watching it on Tuesday.
Fair enough.
And so it might actually increase your viewership a little bit.
It might.
At least
dude.
your
That's-
live
wow.
viewership anyway.
Yeah, well, we usually get around 300 views altogether, but the views of people here are usually between 25 and 50, something like that. Wow, I'd love to have 100 live.
Don't lie
It'd
to
be
our
cool.
audience. No, I mean 100 total now. Just don't lie.
Is
to
it
our
going down
audience.
that much?
Yeah, well, it's brutal.
Oh, yeah, I don't even pay attention. But I know it had been around that other number. But nevertheless, El Rodimus, sir, what are you planning on doing with your wrinkled paper?
I'm going to do some Alex Rain, the greatest cyberpunk hero of all time.
Now, why
as
is that
portrayed
so?
by Oliver Grunier
Now, that's
in the movie Nemesis.
what is the name of that show again?
Nemesis, the greatest action movie ever made.
I don't know. I don't know that character at all.
Yeah, because it's great.
I see. No, there you go. That's why I don't know it. Yeah, I only watch B crap, so what would I know? True. But all right. Well, we'll have to see what it is, Elronimus. Of course, you always do a good job anyway, so I'm excited to see what comes out of it. Now, I do before I get into some of the obvious questions you have to ask when you're doing Cyberpunk. I want to, of course, give a shout out here to the chat because we do hope that you guys will be drawing along. It's one of our favorite part of the shows where we see your take on things. Do keep in mind you don't have to be a great artist. Just give any kind of cyberpunk take you'd like, and go over to Twitter and put it on #DNQFE. Once again, #DNQFE, and we'll take a look at the end of the show because we love to do that. Now, Booster, we have certain amount of conversations we need to have because Cyberpunk is here. So the first question, for you, in your intellectual giant that you are, is which is better, cybernetic or bionic?
So,
Well, come on, Booster goes first.
Cybernetic.
Cybernetic. Now, defend yourself.
that stuff only does SDC damage.
Because it sounds cool.
It sounds cool. Now, this of course doesn't matter. They're basically the same thing. But for me, from the generation I'm coming out of, bionic was always cooler.
Bionicles.
Yeah, well, there you go.
Yeah.
But I mean, I always loved
Bionicle
bionic
was
better
rad.
than cyber.
Oh.
But cyber has certainly won the battle.
Did y'all ever have Bionicle?
My kids did.
Bro, I fucking loved Bionicle.
I liked it.
You can be Bionicle. I won't judge.
Oh, nice. So, what is the what is the chat thing, and what does the artist think? What do you guys think about bionic versus cybernetic? What's the preference here?
Cybernetic, you get the easier upgrades. It's like AutoZone. You can just go in and slap on a Flowmaster.
Same thing.
They're exactly the
So,
same.
according to Palladium Rifts, cybernetic is purely like prosthetics and replacements, whereas bionic is bionic engineering is like specifically for making you stronger, faster, and like purposefully ripping off your arms to replace them with like really powerful mechanical
I just
stuff.
BOP and have both. Well,
So the same thing.
I like to keep the original equipment.
Yeah, one's just better
up a little bit.
and a little more barbaric.
I want to be like Adam Jensen and be all like, I never asked for this.
Okay, there you go. What do you were trying to say something, Kevin?
I was just saying I like to be all stock, kind of like a sleeper model. Maybe throw some chrome on a little bit, a couple rims. Just kind of fashion it up, but keep the original equipment there. So cybernetics for me all the way.
So, all right, cool. I'm clearly outvoted. El Rodimus, other than the fact that it is clearly the same, which word do you prefer?
If you go cyborg, you get like a leather coat,
Hmm.
Just kind of lame and overplayed. But if you go bionic, you get a sweet red jumpsuit made by Adidas.
That's right. That's right. You do, and of course you get to be called Steve Austin, which he
And you
costs
get cool sound
six.
effects whenever you
You
do anything bionic.
That's right, and he cost $6 million to build.
And he costs $36 million in today's money.
That was all funded by special interest groups. It's okay.
Dude, I love that
Yeah, but
show
it's
when I was
still
a kid.
deal compared to like a fighter jet. It's a good deal.
Well,
He didn't have to change he could wear the original pants. He didn't have to change his pants. I mean, that's a bonus in itself right there.
yeah. Well, I do think.
87-inch pants.
Well, I do think bionics is often not seen though, where cybernetics is always put on the outside so you can see it. It's not necessarily that way, but it often is portrayed that way. But I have to say, the $6 million Man, when it came out, I was the perfect age. I was a school grade school boy, and I loved it every day watching. It was perfect for kids, and I actually had the capsule within it where you could roll up his skin, you could replace his cybernetics, you could look through his eye in the back. I love that thing. That was awesome. I had a doll, Booster. I had a doll.
Yeah, that little doll. But with bionics, isn't that like where you can have like an entire arm chopped off and replaced with a robot arm as well, so you can like visually see it?
Yeah, no, it can be. Of course, there was
Awesome
Star
Yeah, that kind of
Rangers.
shit.
I think it was called Star Rangers.
That shit's always cool. A robot arm is always cool.
Yeah, well, and that guy's was on the outside, and they called. He also had the Bionic 6, which you could see some of their stuff as well. But I mean, it's often hidden though. But anyway, Keenma.
Yeah.
Hi. What do you think? Cybernetics or bionics? Which better?
Cybernetic.
God damn it, Zach.
I changed
What
my
do you want?
mind. I'm gonna pick bionics. It sounds way cooler.
It does.
Mm-hmm.
I grew up with
Palladium
bionics, so
mechanics.
I'm gonna say bionics.
Sweet. I got 2 people on my side now. I'm winning.
Just because they felt sorry for you.
I
Hey,
know.
you got me on your side.
Oh, there you go. So we're winning all
Yeah,
together.
bionics do mega damage. Cybernetics only do structural damage.
Bionic
What
Commando.
referencing are you? What reference are you making? You're making me angry right now. What are you doing?
Palladium Rifts. That
Yeah.
was my kind of foray into cyberpunk stuff.
You know, Rifts was actually a great fun game. I enjoyed that quite a bit.
Oh my! In my opinion, the best lore of any RPG, like best setting anyway.
Yeah, no, I mean, I think the BattleTech and the Warhammer kind of will rival that a little bit, but I really like Rifts. And the cool thing about it is you could play any game you want, anytime you want, because of the Rift system, right? Yeah, I loved it myself. But it never got that following, though, man. It always was like a subgenre. It never really came to the front, unfortunately.
Yeah, I think Gore Verbinski was, the studio behind Pirates of the Caribbean were thinking about making a film adaptation of it, but it never went anywhere.
That's too bad. Marsupial Gamer says that Dragon Chester said Cyberjunk is not allowed on this show. Only Cyber Nips. Did I? All right, fine. Mr.
Cyber nips, cyber hips.
Well, it is a bit of a conversation going on. I never thought would happen in the world. People are discussing the I don't know, the concept of customizing your junk in Cyberpunk 2077. I never thought that would be a conversation, but here we are.
Here we are. I want to have a big black swinging dick as
Why?
a tiny little white man.
Why?
Because that's what I want to do, Chester. It's my fantasy. Can I have my fantasy? Can I have my one fantasy, Chester? Can I?
I guess, yeah, sure. Why not?
Okay. Can I?
Let me have this, Chester.
I don't know,
Let
but
me have this one thing, you savage.
just so you know, though, there is a point where it gets too big and it becomes problematic, Booster. Just so you know.
Big
It
old
becomes a hate
bionic
crime at some
dick.
point.
Have you ever seen?
I'm gonna be able to lift the car with it.
Oh, Jesus.
If your dick looked like Cable's arm, it'd be pretty boss.
Exactly. I want to be able to flick through it. At the club, be like, "Hey, ladies, how you doing?"
Yeah, they would
I've got
run
my arms folded,
screaming in
dick is
terror.
flexing.
Booster. But I'm just showing off Bionic 6, which came out in the 80s when I was a kid. And they keep telling us there was never any diversity until now. Yeah. There's our
Yeah, they had, like, a
non-diversity.
monkey.
I mean,
They had a Winnebago.
Ghostbusters. You name it, they've done it.
I
Even
know.
Captain Planet.
Don't make a racist joke. Don't make a racist joke. Okay, we're good. We're good.
We're good. We cleared it. We cleared it.
Yeah.
Uh,
I was gonna make the word. No.
I think you have a mega opinion about that.
Now Matthew says that Rifts is cool, but Cyberpunk 2020 was better. To be fair, Matthew, I probably enjoyed Cyberpunk a lot more than I did Rifts. Yeah, although Rifts is just more versatile, it really is. But Cyberpunk, it was just it might have been the DM though. Because the DM we had for Cyberpunk was really good. He really was into the government espionage and the intrigue of that in the corporate world, and that's really what we played in. We didn't do the more nomad side of stuff. But I had a lot of fun with Cyberpunk, man. I'm really happy because he's coming out with a new tabletop RPG. I think it's called 2050 though, or something like that. But I'm looking forward to getting it for sure. Dragon says cybernetics refers to things that have to do with consciousness and networking. That's fair enough. Bionics have to do with enhancing biology. All right, cool. I don't know that there actually was a differentiation initially, but if we've come to the point that we can differentiate it, well, why not? I guess. Well, go ahead, Elronimus, extrapolate.
No, the Bionic Man, where it all kind of sprang from. The original book was just called Cyborg.
True. Yeah.
It wasn't until it was a TV show, and I guess there were 3 or 4 things with that title, so they just called it Bionic Man to be kind of generic. And it took off.
Awesome. Now, Alan is sitting here, and his page is flashing, but there's no art going on. So maybe he had a beer run, maybe. So, all right.
No, I didn't know we started. I was waiting for a countdown. God damn it.
Dude, we did a countdown 20 minutes ago. 23 minutes ago.
Son of a bitch. Okay, here we go.
Oh, no.
I do apologize. See, Booster, you suck at extra levels today.
Oh, my God. I do. Oh, God. I can't even argue.
You can't say F you, Chester. It's not Chester's fault. It's Booster's fault.
It's all Booster's fault this time. I'm sorry, Hal.
It's never Booster's fault. Don't even think about that.
It's okay. I didn't start either, so.
Oh, no. Oh, fuck. I'm sorry, guys.
Yeah, I started like 2 minutes ago myself.
Holy shit. Really? Oh,
Yeah,
wow. That's okay. Well, I'm the boss, so I'll take it. I'll take responsibility. I apologize. Steele, you're not showing your screen, by the way.
So last time, I kept on getting kicked. I think because my network was not doing very good. That's what I got so far.
Okay. All right. So we got to do something that is complaining about the network. That would be good.
Well, no, as in I kept on getting kicked, and then when I shut off my video feed, I stopped getting kicked. And so I just figured that my wireless was too slow or something. That's why I kept on getting kicked.
Oh, I see. Booster, he's done more in 30 seconds than you do in like hours, weeks. It's sad, really. Look how quickly it's coming together.
Speaking of what I did in weeks, smooth transition right there.
Thank you. Go ahead, dude.
You're supposed to go. Why are you? Well, no, Booster. What cover? You're terrible at this. Oh my god. So I was commissioned to do a cover on MS Paint. Could you believe it?
I can believe it. Tell us about it.
Well, I was commissioned by GOP Gamer, and I'm specifically naming him out because if anyone has a problem with the cover I did something for, then I'm going to throw him under the bus and I'm going to drive the bus.
All right.
And I did a cover for White Lily issue 5.
He did, and it's called?
Lesbians in Planes.
Lesbians in Planes. Perfect.
and it is on Kickstarter. And you can even commission me for way too much money to draw you a shitty MS Paint drawing.
I did
Absolutely. Yeah, you did that too. So did I. You know what Booster's
Yeah, I
going to
did
draw
that.
for me
You're a
though?
sweetheart, Zach.
I've already made a decision. Booster's going to draw a picture of me as my bear self, of course, leaping in the air with a giant battle axe coming down on BLM and Antifa, tearing them up.
Ooh.
Oh yeah,
It's beautiful.
It is gonna
that
be
sounds
beautiful.
good.
Yeah,
That sounds good.
awesome. I could sit and watch Alan do this all day, but I do need to show other people. Seal, you're still not showing your screen, dude.
I have nothing to prop this thing up on.
Oh, okay. All right. Well, there it is. There it is. All right.
That's what I got.
Ooh,
yelling
we're
at him,
definitely
Chester.
going cyberpunk, post-apocalyptic cyberpunk. That's cool, dude. I like that. That's neat.
Yep. Thank you.
Yeah, and that woman is fighting the patriarchy too. So good on her. All right.
Fight. Okay.
Get that. Patriarchy's rubbish.
It is, dude.
What
The
the
hell.
patriarchy would do.
Yeah. Let me see here. Defenders of Earth was super diverse. It was, dude. There's always been that. It's the stupidest comments ever. Cyberdyne Systems has all of our best interests at heart. Once again, Terminator. So cybernetics just subcategory of bionics makes sense. Now is cyber and cyborg synonymous? Ooh, interesting. Marsupial Gamer says, gotta give extra time. I will. Sure. Why not? I'm not in a crazy rush today. Let's see. What about Philip K. Dick's Electric Ant? It was pre-Cyberpunk 1969. Yeah, I mentioned Philip K. Dick in the very beginning. He is the godfather of cybernetics and cyberpunk and all of that. Of course he is. And he's written so many great books. And I would suggest you go and do a search for Philip K. Dick and find his stuff. Drekken says, cyber is just shortened for cybernetics, though. It somewhat would refer to the idea of ghost in the machine idea, where there is a little guy in your head controlling your body. What does he want to say?
Was that the guy who made the story about the pizza delivery man who carried a katana around with him?
That sounds right.
I don't know. I don't know.
Biography, though.
But he's one of the most famous writers that no one's ever heard of. He's that guy, is what he is. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Let's continue here with Dragon's story. He says cyborg is a compound word for cybernetic organism. That's right. The best way to define it is that cyber refers to anything that digitalizes humans' consciousness. Oh, okay. Booster says this is his best work. I don't agree with that at all.
You don't think it's my best work?
No. The very first thing you did was your best work.
A ruler.
No, it wasn't. It was the
Are you
Kid
telling me
Flash.
I've been going downhill since I started this thing for 2 years?
Maybe.
Oh.
No, actually, your best thing you did was Kid Flash.
Oh well, easily. That was a fluke.
Yeah, I guess. Yeah.
I've never been able to replicate it.
Matthew says Cyberpunk Red is set in 2045. It takes place after the Fourth Corporate War, set 2033 in the same universe as 2020. The Fourth Corporate War was between Arasaka and Militech. Well, thank you very much. Rebel says, "Bye, lesbians in planes." Well, thank you. Oh my goodness. Gaslighting. Dick move. Gaslighting replicants. Philip K. Dick move. Okay, thank you. No, very nice. So,
I think they call that a Richard relocation over in Australia.
Probably, yeah. So, do androids dream of electric sheep?
Do they?
That's where Blade Runner came out of, dude. Philip K. Dick.
I know.
Oh, you did?
I
never know
that.
when you know, so it's a problem.
Yeah. I hate you so much.
Look what Kevin's doing though. It's pretty cool, dude.
What do you got?
I'm dying over here.
That's pretty sweet.
It is sweet, dude. He's decided to put it.
That's all I'm gonna have in 2 hours. Just sit back and That's all I want to have.
That looks awesome, dude. I can't wait to see it finished, to be honest with you. Dragon says, we can buy lesbians in planes? Yes, you can. You can.
Yes, for the low price of about was GOP putting it for $15? Ooh. I mean, yeah, it's great. Yeah, do that.
It's not bad for a full comic, dude. They usually charge 25.
Does that include? I hope it's includes shipping.
I doubt it.
A full comic made by Booster?
Well, no, just the cover. I wish I would redraw a whole comic. I'd do it. I'm mad enough to do it. It'll take me like all year, but I'll do it. Don't make me.
I think I'm gonna move up to Antarctica and just get rid of all my internet.
Okay, you're going to move up
Access.
to Antarctica?
Pardon me, down to Antarctica.
Oh, no problem.
Do
I
it,
was
nerd.
just kind of
Hey! Referring to the southern hemisphere as down is evidence of your white colonial white supremacist mentality.
It is true. It is.
Yep, Mister.
Not really. That's a stupid argument. People could say, well, if you come in from space, any angle could be up. Well, then explain to me the gravitational pull which compasses work off of. No.
Shit.
Damn it.
How
but
do
yeah,
you know that it's pointing up?
because it says that on the damn compass.
Okay, but what if we change the compass
are
around?
racist.
They are.
So, yeah, so what if we turn the compass upside down?
It still points north.
Done.
It still points the right way. But you know, a lot of these.
I haven't seen any evidence of that.
Oh, okay. You're not a Boy Scout, clearly. But there's been a lot of these crazy. Oh no! Were you a Girl Scout?
He just went there to meet people.
No comment. I've hit the truth. I've hit a bone.
I plead the fifth.
Everyone forgets that RoboCop can hack the Ed 209.
Are we back to this?
I don't know. I have no clue. Although I am whiteboxing JD as we speak.
I thought we were talking about my childhood trauma. What are we doing here?
Oh, I'm drawing the Major getting shot up by Ed 209 being remote controlled by RoboCop.
No, I'll take it. That's a good dodge for me, I guess.
Yeah, fair enough. Fair enough.
Hey, it's got a story. JD's got story to his piece. There's something going on.
There is something going on. There is.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, that's true. But
leave JD alone, damn it.
I didn't. It's your fault. But I have seen a lot of really stupid claims of what is some ism, right? These days. But the one that takes the cake for me, I saw just a day or two ago, not that long ago, and someone was sitting there saying, "Why do all these stupid white people study other languages that aren't English based? That's racism." And you know, the only thing that popped in my head is, you do realize all of the people in the world speak English. So you're saying that everybody is wrong. Right?
Well,
it's become the trade language. I mean,
it is, but I'm just saying it's such a dumb these people are so uneducated.
Yes, they are.
About it.
Well, they pay for the educations at least.
Oh no, they don't. They don't pay for it. They want us to pay for it.
Oh yeah, they want us to pay for it, but I'm talking about the ones that actually did pay for it, or still out there staying chanting this stupid idiotic crap.
True. Yeah, no, this is a good point from Joe. Why did Antifa destroy the elk statues? Elks are racist now? It's a good question, dude.
I wonder if that what is it, that Twitch person that identifies as a deer is offended.
Right.
Excuse me, Chester. The white stag, clearly racist.
Oh, was it?
Yep.
What was it? An actual white heart?
Stag is connected to the elks, and so elks are part of white supremacist plot.
I see. It's also anti-religion, you know. It's that too. Elks are racist. Clearly they are. I can see the BuzzFeed article, Antifa destroys an elk statue. Here's why elks are problematic. No. Goodness gracious. Man, I'm telling you, YouTube is blocking every other word. I'm having my goodness. They're on a tear today, Booster.
It's crazy. We have to go accept. Your comment's okay. Your comment's okay. Can't even talk about destroying commies. What the hell?
Yeah, hold on a second. Hold on a second.
What are we holding on for? What is it?
Hold on to your butts.
What are you doing?
I only have 2 hands, I'm afraid.
Oh, another one. Another one I have to okay through the comment section. Oh, I thought we were doing a bit.
I leave you bastards alone for 2 seconds, and look what you do, children.
What I do?
Unbelievable. No, my son was telling me that he can't go to school on Tuesday because somebody called in a bomb threat to Nagasaki University in Japan.
Somebody didn't want to go to school.
Well, that's craziness, dude. In Japan.
Actually, they did that when I was in high school.
They did that when you were in high school, JD. Now, Zach's going to yell at me, but I'm going to ask why.
No. Let it go. I'm saying you go ahead, Chester.
Go ahead, explain.
How many times has a bomb threat called in actually been followed through?
Oh, hardly ever, never, probably. Except when Muslims are involved. Oh God. Oh. No, JD, tell us about your high school bombing and how many people died in the burned out, ashen hulk that was your school. Go ahead.
Actually, sadly, they did not blow it up.
They didn't.
Sadly.
Sadly, they forced us to get out of school one time for no good reason.
Sadly, I'm sure you were just
set up
broken.
the explosives after you put in the bomb threat.
That's right, dude.
That's
what
how
are you
it works.
doing?
It doesn't magically happen.
Dragon says they're going to drop another bomb on Nagasaki. Fair enough. Fair enough. My son is laughing. So, Seth, who do you think did this?
I don't know. Did Calvin move to Japan? Seems like something he would do in high
school. Who do you think
school.
did it though?
Who?
Calvin from Calvin and Hobbes. Sounds like something that he would do.
Check JD's phone.
Probably.
Just whatever. Yeah.
Yeah.
He doesn't know. Although I have to say, El Rodimus is destroying boobs, and that's that is awesome. Thank you. Thank you very much.
Kind of creeps me out when you clear your throat like that when you say boobs.
Boobs. Yeah. Well,
Uncle Joe.
What about them remaking the Beavis and Butthead movie?
What?
What?
Why?
No.
That's not too problematic.
Maybe they're coming out with a new season of it. Maybe that's what they're doing.
They're going to make a new politically correct version.
Oh, maybe. Yeah.
No.
God,
well, here's the thing.
Fire extinguisher. Fire extinguisher.
Well, you said that offhand,
Water.
but what if though? All this remakes has been going on for a decade or so. What if all these remakes are simply an attempt to politically correct movies that they see to be problematic, because that's what they do.
No.
That's why I'm afraid of the new Bill and Ted.
Oh, we already know, dude. The wild stallions that save the world are not Bill and Ted. It's their daughters. They've already said this.
What?
Yes, Bill and Ted have been taken out. It's the daughters,
What?
the women who save the world, just like they did in Terminator. They took out Reese, not Reese. They took out. Oh, God damn it! I forgot his name. What's the boy's name?
John
Connor. They took John Connor out. He doesn't save the world now. It's the little bad acting Latino girl. Right? Yeah, that's what they do.
See, I never really liked time travel themes. Now I'm starting to understand why.
Oh well, that's fair. Yeah, that's fair.
You can
I like time travel, and this sucks. This sucks ass.
They need
doing the same at Marvel.
There's nothing wrong with making female movies. Just do it original. Just
make your own.
Yeah,
that's the point. Make your own. Don't take over our '80s childhoods.
Don't ruin the '80s.
You mess with the '80s.
Never do, man. People are going to get angry. They're not going to watch your movie. And you're going to get poor. Then you're going to be on the streets.
I don't know when the last time was that I saw a new movie.
Yeah, I can't
when they made movies.
All right, I gotta do something else with this picture.
My son said he thought it was interesting that you guys knew what Nagasaki was.
We're not brutes.
Well, not he
We're not
figured you knew
idiots.
Hiroshima, but you didn't know Nagasaki.
Tadpole, right?
Everyone
I
knows.
love the Enola Gay.
The Enola Gay,
Everyone-
that's right.
Beautiful than a chrome.
Everyone knows.
I need a dread remedy. I need a diarrhea.
Besides,
Uh-huh.
the explosion was
Tutty.
cool looking.
No way. Someone else knows what Neon Horse is?
Oh yes.
Holy
Oh
crap!
yes.
I've never met anybody else. I was like, wait.
Oh, boy.
What was that? What was that movie that came out in the '80s? Neon Samurai Warriors or something like that?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I knew from
I
the
hope
moment
I
that
one day
I
get-
looked into your eyes. I knew I was near
Happening.
perfection.
God.
My God,
You've been waiting all
Jesus
night to do that.
Christ,
You've been waiting
superstar
the whole time to do
indeed.
that.
Joe says, ever see Steven Spielberg's Taken? Huh? Where Dakota Fanning is the alien hybrid saver after the men fail. It's kind of like that. Well, thank you. Very nice.
Huh.
It's
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
Jungian
That was a
anima thing. Oh, sweet.
It was old. It was a long time ago. It was on the Sci-Fi Channel. What? Yeah, I've seen it. It was
Oh,
on
that's
Sci-Fi
good.
Channel.
That's good, JD. In your young life, you've
I
seen a lot.
remember.
Steele,
They were
can
trying to
you
make-
show us what you're working on real quick?
Yes, sir.
They're trying to make Dakota Fanning like a little Disney princess for a while,
They did.
But
They
then she-
didn't go what?
but then she became a whore.
Oh, look what Steele's
I
doing
don't
to the booster.
I don't actually know.
That's pretty
Dust
nice.
it.
What's
Dusting.
Steele doing? What's he doing? Tell
That's
me.
nice, dude. I like it.
Oh, that's pretty
Dusting.
cool. Okay. Well, he's got little robo legs.
He does. Or she
look,
might.
I like
Don't
that.
don't assume the gender, you bastard.
Is it a she?
I would
still?
certainly hope that's a lady.
See,
Oh.
you were wrong.
Oh
God.
shit. Ah no, off to PC training for me.
Got some,
Off the PC trading for
dude's
me.
got some. Dude's got some very unfortunate cancer. If that's a lady. If that's a
Yeah, I know, right? Right. Hold on a second. I got to do this. I'll be back in a second. Booster, you're in charge.
Wait, let me fix my sinuses. Oh. I need to blow my nose.
Wow.
So funny.
Oh my goodness, that's.
Oh, that was gross. Oh, pardon me, everyone. Good thing I'm muting myself before I blow my nose. I'm pretty late. Oh, jeez, my sinuses. Oh, God. Oh, jeez.
Kiwi Woody Allen.
Yeah. That's, was that a
and
good Woody Allen? Did you like that?
I like it.
Or Rick or Morty. Rick and Morty. He says that all the time. Oh, geez.
Oh, jeez.
jeez.
You mean Morty?
Oh, jeez.
Yes.
Oh, jeez. Shut the fuck up. Anyway,
Golly willikers.
Meow says, Marsupial Gamer. Yes, meow to that. In fact, I don't know what I'm doing. Well,
Gosh.
yeah, hello, Lady Celtic Moon. She's announcing that she made it here. Thank you very much. Dumba's name says they replaced Joel with Abby. Why are we talking about Last of Us 2? I mean, I can talk about that for ages. I hate that game, but you know.
We don't need that toxicity in here, man.
I'm just gonna pretend
do
that
it.
that thing never happened.
It didn't.
Yeah.
Mhm.
How
Really
dare a game grow up?
Lady Celtic Moon
Mm.
says, I can act up now that Booster's in charge. Lady Celtic Moon's going to be
Did it
naughty.
though?
Naughty.
Did it really grow up?
Oh, she's going to be so naughty.
Not
Oh.
to go.
I don't even think the game is canon.
We having
Well,
two
that's-
conversations at once. What's happening? Should I just leave you two at it? It's a good, you know, I could. Oh, now they won't fucking speak. All right. Jesus.
This was
Christ.
coordinated. We were coordinated.
How's that? You fucking people. Honestly.
We
Honestly.
love you, Booster.
What do you mean, you people?
Oh, you know exactly what I mean by you people, you savages.
Are you assuming our species?
Yes.
Well, I never.
Oh man, what if we were aliens or something?
I am so angry. I am literally shaking right now.
You can
Literally.
you can literally shake your rocks off. I'm gonna do more shameless promotion. I've had enough years.
Okay, whatever.
Buy my cover, please. I need money. I'm very poor and I need more caffeine. And I did this cover. You see? Have you guys seen my cover?
Yes, we all seen your
Tell
cover.
everybody how you were
Right.
blacklisted and you have to sell your cover.
Oh yeah, shit. So I went on Reddit, right? I went on Reddit feminism, and I said, "Hey, ladies, you want to fiddle with my junk?" And then they banned me immediately. So I was blacklisted from this. Please buy my cover to support men's rights activism. I am fighting a culture war.
Dude, it made Todd Mulrooney and Mike Barron money.
Exactly.
Yeah.
They got banned off Reddit, like boom, over 20 grand. I was like, shit, I
Not
gotta
even
try
Reddit,
that.
but that subreddit that no one read, and that made them
What?
money.
Yeah, I know, right? It's awesome, dude.
I gotta try that. Holy shit, being a victim gets you money.
It does.
That's why.
Yeah.
That's why.
You can make you a
Marsupial.
millionaire.
Ask Anita
It can.
Sarkeesian.
Precisely.
Yeah, it's ridiculous.
She made a whole racket off it. Marsupial Gamer
What?
says
Then why aren't
boosters
I a
in
billionaire?
charge. Meow.
I'm a
And
victim of
ruined games for a whole generation.
That's right.
Can Steel
That's
just
right.
not heal me? He's just like talking to me. What's this whole thing? I'm yelling here.
Oh, go ahead. Yell some
I was
more.
just saying that how am I not a billionaire? I'm a victim of existence.
Booster, when's the last time you did a really bad Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles ripoff?
Ooh. Someone's getting called out.
Just yesterday, actually.
Oh, sweet.
There you go.
Lady Celtic
the
Moon
day
is.
before, I
online.
drew Pierce Melter, who is like a little green Ninja Turtle hoodie. So
Sweet. There you
that's
go.
on my Twitter.
I haven't talked to PS Melter in quite a while. I don't know why. But
He's around.
yeah,
I
well,
know he's
tell him-
sneaking around.
Tell them to come say hi. Him and I haven't seen Crypto in forever either. What's going on? They come say hi, you know. Lady Celtic Moon says, "Oh, thank God Chester's back." Well, I understand. I do.
What? She was like fainting earlier. She was like all swooning. I go, what's going on now? Was that all pretend? Were you lying to me?
How close was she? I'm wondering about the smell. Wondering if the smell caused it.
Ooh. That's
What
just
I thought you were saying.
I'm going through. I mean, I can't imagine what would make someone swoon coming from Booster, except for maybe
It's his aggressive feminism.
Holy shit,
Exactly.
dude. Okay. All right.
Exactly.
I see that we have Ultron taking off Iron Man's head here, or maybe it's the other way around in JD's art. So, JD, what are you doing?
That's Tal. She's actually a bionic superhero with a bio enhancements with an armored suit that plugs into her brain.
There we go.
There you go. There it is.
Yeah, kind of like my version of Black Panther, but except she's cybernetically enhanced and biologically enhanced.
So
Not
kind of like
enhanced.
Black Panther, but not. Perfect. That's perfect.
Without the weed, yeah.
Without the weed.
Without the purple flower.
As it should.
I'm doing the 372 pages we'll never get back, and right now they're reading through this fan fiction called My Immortal. And all the character, it's like a Harry Potter fan fiction, but like all the original Harry Potter characters are not the original Harry Potter characters at all. Like all of their defining characteristics, and even like their looks are completely changed, and their names are changed and everything. But they're supposed to be like Harry Potter is named Vampire, and he looks like Gerard Way.
Oh. I know what you're talking about.
Oh my god!
Gerard Way now or Gerard Way back when he was skinny?
I don't know. I don't even know what Gerard Way looks like. But
imagine like a bloated penguin. With
Gerard Way.
That's what he looks like now. He's not pulling off the skinny jeans anymore.
Let me go check it. Gerard Way.
When you get fat, you make comics. Apparently.
Well, is he the guy who did Umbrella Academy?
Yeah.
Yeah, he did Umbrella Academy.
Oh, okay.
But yeah, he gained too much weight for skinny jeans. It's like, oh, guess I'll be a writer now.
That is not how you spell it.
No, but
Oh wow,
Total
he actually
writer's
spells
block.
it way. I was thought he was going to be like the the milk product.
Curds and whey.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay,
Never
he's
too
a
late
goth.
to-
It's a goth chick. Perfect.
Yeah, exactly.
It's a goth guy.
No, it's a goth chick, JD. That
It's a
is
goth guy.
definitely a woman trying to gender male. Prove me wrong. Can you guys hear me at all? All right, it's back. Can you guys hear me? All right. All right. So I got to fix it, but I can fix it pretty quick, guys. I think the chat can hear me, right? So let's go over here and try to get this fixed up real quick. So. All right, let me do this. All right. I do apologize. Don't know what that was. Decided they were going to kick us off, I guess. So there we go. All right, let me drop this on the inside here so these guys can come and join us. Just give me a second to try to restart this. All right. Yeah, this happens sometimes with YouTube. I don't know why they do this, but I don't know. Sometimes they seem to be having legitimate problems aside from the nonsense they do. Let me go in here. And let me go tell these guys to get in here. Okay. Let me see if if I can actually get in on the other end again, though, because it got shut off. Yeah, no, it won't do it. All right. So we'll see if these guys, yeah, no, maybe I can. Maybe I can. Let me see here.
Discord room, and I'm like,
All right.
yeah.
All right, I'm back. I'm back. I'm back.
He's back.
Yeah, no,
What are you doing making a new room, expecting everyone else to shift over?
no,
What are you
because
doing?
it told me it was shut down. Rabbit, come back over to the other side, dude. All right. Yeah, good. He's in there. All right. So let me
Rabbit's
pull
loyalty.
this over real quick and do like that, and then do like that. All right, fine. So sorry about that. I don't know why that does happen occasionally though, but something's up with YouTube's crazy nonsense. But nevertheless, here we go.
Actually,
We're
Google.
back. It's all
It's
working.
Google.
Everything is smooth. It could be Google, but anyway, it's all good. And everyone's still here, and everything's looking good. Well, boy, the delay is like almost a minute, though. Whew. That ain't no joke. That's serious, dude. Yeah. But all right, so I fixed it, and we're back. And what were we talking about?
I believe we were talking about my comic book cover that I did for White Lily issue 5, now available on Kickstarter.
We immediately went to something else. I'm just kidding.
We were talking about how.
Also, that Gerard Way is a woman.
Yes.
Oh, that's right. Gerard Way is clearly a transgender man. That's right. That's right. That's right.
Viewer excretion is advised.
Oh, he could have been in The Last of Us too.
Mm-hmm,
Now,
I don't know what that chick was eating.
Goodness. Although I did enjoy the Umbrella Academy on was it Netflix? That was
Yeah,
actually
that was a
fun.
good show.
Yeah, pretty
Yeah,
much.
it was fun.
I haven't
Now,
seen it yet. I've been wanting to watch it.
yeah, it's fun. And it actually it is very progressive, but in the right way.
Yeah, tell me about it.
Tell you about it. Damn it. El Rodimus is winning, by the way. He's kicking absolute ass with this. What would you say this looks like an amalgam, but what are you referencing here?
My birth.
Oh, God.
Growing father again, are we?
Father!
I was inspired by Francis Bacon.
Oh, sweet. Yeah, that makes a lot of sense. All right. Well, at least we got everything working again, and it's all well and good. And you guys said you're a boomer, and cool. I guess I am a boomer. Although I always thought my parents were the boomers. But times change, I guess.
Yep.
Times may be changing.
Tell me about it.
And it's time for some campaigning.
So Adrian says Gerard used to work in a comic book shop before he was a big rock star and a loser comic writer. Yeah, I don't know anything about him. I was just picking on him.
Did
but
did he
I
do
did
the
like
artwork
Umbrella
for
Academy.
Umbrella Academy?
I don't know.
Because if he did the artwork for Umbrella Academy, I do have respect for him as a comic maker.
Well, there you go. I don't have any clue. Anybody know? I'm not gonna go look for it again because last time I did, Google shut me down.
I think it was some guy named Bob or something. I can't remember.
Bob Ross.
Oh.
Bob Ross.
Bob Ross.
No,
Bob
not him.
Ross.
Another guy. Can't remember.
Everyone looked like happy trees.
Hey
I don't
man,
know.
No.
Con guy.
I tell you what, Bob Ross is perfect medicine though. If you're feeling stressed out, just go watch a Bob Ross video and you'll be better.
Yeah, that's true.
No,
And
he didn't do
also,
the art. Okay, thank you. He's just a writer.
Oh well.
I knew it.
I mean, it was quirky anyway.
Yeah. You know,
So
here's a funny thing. I actually, when I get stressed out, I watch Mr. Rogers' Neighborhood.
Oh well, that'll do.
Another good one. Yeah.
That is a good one. It is a good
Mm-hmm.
one. Unless you watch Mr.
More
Robinson's
wholesome.
Neighborhood, and then it's not. You know.
We need some more wholesome white men in our lives.
Gabriel Ba did the artwork. He said, "Oh, cool. All right."
Yeah,
Okay.
that's who I was trying to make a reference to.
I kind of liked the art.
JD knows it all.
Yeah. I actually like what they did. We didn't get to see much of it, but that CG monkey in the Netflix thing was pretty cool. It was well done, actually. James Jean did the covers. Never heard of him. Cool. But of course, Alan here from the Howl Comics, he is doing a 6-gun cyborg. That was a little bit funny.
Why hasn't somebody done Cyberfrog?
Yeah, fair point. Why don't we have Cyberfrog?
Plagiarism don't count.
Oh, it doesn't. I see. Well, you know, Ethan's over $1 million now.
I know, he's killing it.
Yeah.
Yeah. That victimhood, man. You got to play it.
Yeah, no, good on him, dude. I don't have any. I think it's awesome. I hope he makes 10 million so he can get a bigger swimming pool.
Mm-hmm.
Pay off that first one.
What do you get? What do you pay through a cash advance place? Gotta pay this pool. I mean, they're gonna come repossess it.
Well, it depends where you live in the country. For some places in the country, you can get a real nice house for a couple $100,000.
Oh yeah, where I live at exactly, you can get a really nice house for
That's true.
like $250.
Yeah. I mean, we're in the countryside here in Japan, and her parents' house is under 300,000, and that's like a hand-built select wood house. I mean, it's ridiculously beautiful. It even smells nice, and you know that would cost millions of dollars in certain places in America to make.
All that
Yeah, that's
premium
true.
paper.
Oh no, well the wood in it is quite beautiful, dude. It's all hand selected. It's literally chosen wood for each section so that it flows. It's the highest end wood they could get. It's an impressive building actually.
Missed the joke. Premium paper. It's premium paper.
It's cardstock.
That was a reward tier upgrade.
Oh, was it? Okay. All right, fine. I've come back around to you, Steel. You want to show us what you're working on?
Yeah, I'm not there. It's kind of shaping out a bit.
Oh, that poor guy.
I know. Or lady. It could be a lady.
No, the one on the ground is a dude.
So
Okay,
you
thank
say.
God. I hope it's a straight white man.
That's perfect, man.
Well, I'm not going into the details of his private
Getting what's
life, but
coming.
Well, now.
no, I just don't.
Go
I just
ahead.
don't really like portraying brutal violence toward ladies. It's kind of.
Why not? They're
I
equal.
love it. It's my favorite. Yeah.
Well, they're supposed to be equal, so why can't they handle the violence?
Exactly. So I should be able to just beat woman.
No.
Open-handed.
I don't. Honestly.
By the way,
Booster,
ladies,
I don't see that happening. I just don't see that happening.
That's supposed to mean, you little shit.
I don't know, but I do know that Rabbit is doing Appleseed, and I do approve.
Me too.
Yeah, I couldn't think of anything else to do.
Now, Appleseed's
My brain
awesome,
is
dude.
fried.
It's one of my
Appleseed's
favorite series,
awesome.
actually.
Yeah, it's just all
I saw a
about
couple
the
bits from
teenagers.
that.
Go ahead,
was
Rabbit.
cool.
Well, I'm just saying, I haven't seen it in ages. I've got the video upstairs, VHS of it.
I remember watching that on VHS back in the day. Rented it from the local video place. It was great.
Yeah.
Which version of the show?
Adrian says Rabbit wins
The
just for
original
doing
anime.
Shiro. Yeah, fair enough.
Actually, I'm doing Shiro too. The Ghost in the Shell. He created both.
JD's doing everything.
I do not like that
Robert Kopp.
arm.
All right, so we asked one question regarding cyberpunk or cybernetics versus bionics. So we got to ask the next question that is cyber related. So Booster, go ahead.
No. What's that?
Mac Bedroom.
Sorry, I wasn't listening. What were you saying?
We have to ask questions pertaining to our topic.
Oh yeah. What if Japanese cyberpunk and the difference between American cyberpunk? Would that work?
Okay. Sure, JD. You are the new Booster. So
Tell me about it.
tell you about it.
I need a break.
Okay. Well, what is the difference between Japanese cybernetics or cyberpunk and American cyberpunk, JD? Go ahead. Elucidate.
It's the genre actually, and also the culture.
Mm-hmm.
In American cyberpunk, it's usually Asian countries taking over the American country.
Uh-huh.
Or maybe the cultures take over or something. I don't know. But in Japanese cyberpunk, it's more like kind of like authoritarianism. It's them against authoritarian junk, and it also it's probably a difference. It's a lot of differences. I mean, you should know this, Chester. I mean,
don't blame me for your flounder, sir. You go right ahead, flounder all by yourself.
How's it feel being the new Booster right now, JD? How does it feel?
Enjoying it? Probably a lot better. I mean, than I would have thought it would be.
Oh, that's good.
Tell
That's
me
good.
when you want me to tag in.
Yeah, you just let him know. I love what Kinema's doing. It's kicking ass. Well, let's ask an actual expert. Japanese teenager. Oh, actually, he's not a teenager anymore. He's over 20. Japanese young person. He said, I'm 22 years old. I'm old. I'm forever old. Okay, fine. Japanese young man. Tell us, what is the difference between Japanese cyberpunk and Western cyberpunk? I'm going to ask the engineer here. Let's see if he can get it right. Hold on a second. I'm going to get the answer. I'll be back in a second.
Oh, good. Yeah. So we go ask the Japanese. young man at 22. Oh, he doesn't know. It just keeps going downhill, buddy.
Well, all right. I've got the answer straight from the Japanese mouth, and the answer, the difference between Japanese cyberpunk and a Western cyberpunk is that Japanese cyberpunk has nudity.
Oh, there you go.
I was going to
Hands
say the
up.
lack of ramen.
Not true of it. There are some cyberpunks like RoboCop.
Sounds like he.
Shut up, JD. The
I always
expert has
thought that was just
spoken.
part of the cyberpunk genre. Really,
Altered Carbon has
mean-
wieners all over the place.
Yeah, tell me about it.
I just did. I just did tell you. Jesus Christ.
Yeah. Although Matthew, you are right. Japanese cyberpunk tends to have more transhumanism. That's true.
That's
but
what I said.
did you?
I was trying to say that.
You can't say that you were trying to say it when you first
does
said you
it-
said it. They're not the same thing,
really
JD.
though.
It's the differences between the cultures, dude. That's what I said.
What are the differences between the
Uh-huh,
cultures,
uh-huh.
JD?
Okay, it's pretty much the differences between how cybernetics are depicted between the cultures, and how the cultures are changed because of it.
Uh-huh.
This is wild.
I mean, we're more or less, we're against super corporations taking over the world, but the Japanese, it's mostly a personal story about human versus machine type thing going on.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
Mhm.
All right. We'll take that,
Yeah.
JD. We'll take that.
Personal stories are always better, in my opinion.
They are. They are. But in truth, I don't think there's any difference at all because they all do the same thing. But nevertheless, I am loving the engine on Kevin's car. It's kicking ass.
Thank you, sir. Appreciate it.
It is. It's beautiful, dude. We are coming up on an hour, though. We got an hour left. So, Empty Zone has nudity out. Of course, he was being funny. He was trying to be funny. I'll tell him. They said that young Japanese people suck and are not funny.
Yeah, they said that specifically. Yeah.
Who said this?
I think
He said. He said he agrees. Old people are certainly must be funnier. Yeah.
Wow.
That was sarcastic.
Audience.
In this day and age, yes, comedy itself is dying. So
That's true. It is true.
True
You know,
that.
he likes Kevin Hart. He was watching Kevin Hart last night. I thought that was interesting.
Oh.
Kevin Hart's hilarious.
He's entertaining. He can be funny too. Yeah, and yes, that's a Kevin as well. It's not Kevin Hart. I'm sure he's probably twice as tall as Kevin Hart. Sorry, I'm just talking to my son here. Kevin, are you more than 5'2"?
Oh, I'm 6'2".
Oh, 6'2". He's got him by a foot. It's awesome.
I got that Western height.
I'm
There you
Kevin
go.
Hart height.
You're 5'2".
Jesus Christ.
I'm 5'4". I thought he was 5'4".
Oh
Wow.
my god.
You're repping
Finally,
that-
I feel like a giant in my own hangout.
Right? Yeah. No. TV adds 2
I'm
inches.
5'5" on.
So you know.
I'm 5'5" on confident days, but yeah.
Oh, I see.
I'm
There you
5'5"
go.
on-
There you
he's
go.
5'5"
There
on
you go.
Tinder.
Yeah. No, Kevin is a very small dude, but it hasn't stopped him though. Man, that guy is a go-getter, and he's hard worker too. I appreciate Kevin Hart actually.
Yeah, he's a hustler, man.
Yeah, he
works
is,
it.
and that's cool. I
Also
like
among
that.
hustlers.
Yeah, it was the same thing when way back when you guys would remember when Nasser came out, right? And he was catching a lot of flack because he was a young guy, and that's cool. That's how we do things. But that is a hustler. Nasser is out there hustling. He wants to be successful. You know what? He will be. Yeah.
Yeah, I think so. I have a lot of appreciation for him and his work ethic and.
Oh, I hope so.
Like early 20s and got all those books done. I mean, yeah, he's just working himself up to be a top tier novelist.
Yep.
And if he gets the word out, so I was listening to this program called the bestseller experiment or something, and apparently if your work is halfway decent and you can get the word out, supposedly there's on average at least 100,000 people who will be into what you're doing statistically.
Nice.
But you have to be able to get the word out and you have to be able to hit that target audience. But yeah, I think someone who works as hard as Nasser, he's going places.
Yeah, no,
Well,
I
he's
think you
getting all
will.
the bugs out too.
Yeah, he is. He's learning the trade, and that's how you do that.
Yeah.
You do by you learn by doing. And Adrian says which I already said, but he says it more succinctly. He says the answer is there is no effing difference between American and Japanese cyberpunk. Yeah, I agree. Um, and Matthew says, Adrian, I have read the core trilogy, Hardwire, Effigies Married, and Amud trilogy, and Stephen Barnes' Aubrey Knights trilogy. Oh, very nice. There's some possible reading for you guys.
So many trilogies.
Yeah, they
Do you
like that.
consider? Do you consider Batman Beyond cyberpunk?
Yes.
Probably.
Yes, I do.
Yeah.
Gothic cyberpunk. Gothic cyberpunk. What it is?
It is. No, I agree. Yeah, 100%.
What
Yeah.
about Universal Soldier?
Absolutely, without
Yeah.
question.
What a movie.
That's a good movie.
Yeah. No, the first
Great.
one anyway. Yeah, that was fun.
I thought the third one was pretty good.
I don't think I've
Oh,
seen it.
really? Maybe I haven't seen the third one. And of course, that's Jean-Claude Van Damme. But wasn't he also in the movie Cyborg?
Yep.
He
That movie
was.
was a totally different movie too. That script was totally different than what it was actually supposed to have been.
Oh, really?
Yep,
Yeah.
completely different story.
And of course,
They just-
What was it supposed to be?
I can't remember what exactly it was supposed to be. I remember watching a YouTube video about it, and they were talking about how it was actually scripted for something else, and at the last minute they decided to switch it up and put Cyborg in.
Oh, it was supposed to be Masters of the Universe Part 2.
There you go.
oh, really? That's interesting. I didn't know that.
Yeah,
But
if you look close, you'll notice some of the same costumes from the first He-Man movie are in Cyborg.
really,
That's funny.
Like
well,
the
and-
main
and-
villain wears like one of the villains' costumes.
well, the thing that was interesting about Cyborg was it was far more philosophical than you would have expected. It's not what you thought you would see with the Jean-Claude Van Damme movie. They really tried something there. I don't know if they succeeded, but they tried. But I will offer another cyberpunk movie to the mix: Mario Van Peebles Solo.
Have to,
I
yeah.
don't think Sunny Spoon.
The one with the robot?
Yeah, he played the robot. He's kind of always a robot, isn't he?
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly.
Yeah.
How dare you.
What about Nemesis? Have you seen that?
Nemesis. That someone here mentioned that earlier.
Yeah.
Is that the one where it's got Jamie Lee Curtis and the alien
No.
life form comes into the
No,
boat?
not at all.
It has Alex Rain.
Yeah, it's a freaking epic movie.
It's amazing. It's where you got Matrix from that. Like pretty much every 90s and 2000s action movie is based on Nemesis.
Yeah, it's classic cyberpunk sci-fi. It's great.
I'll have to check it
You
out.
should watch it and have a look. Yeah, definitely.
I might have actually seen
That's
it. I just
everything.
forgot. But there was a Mario Van Peebles movie that I actually loved. I think it was called Full Eclipse. It's about werewolves.
Uh-huh.
That sounds familiar.
Shut up. It was a pretty good
They got the
movie.
Wolverine claw.
I remember one when he was a cowboy. I don't really remember a werewolf
Oh.
movie.
Posse.
Posse, yeah. He was part
Yeah,
of
that's
that.
the one. Posse.
Yeah. No, the werewolf one is actually really good. Of course,
Family show.
it wasn't a family show at all. But it was mainly because the main bad guy. He was I can't remember that actor's name. He's a European actor, but he stole the show. Unfortunately, it wasn't Mario. But I've always wondered how Mario got jobs in Hollywood. I'm always kind of curious at that. Yeah.
The right place, the right time, probably. It was the 80s.
It's called The Same Way Everyone Does. Your Family's Famous.
Oh, there you go.
Or maybe he knew Weinstein.
Yeah, oh God! How
He's
did
a
he
David
know?
Peoples
Did he know him
Jr.
biblically?
Biblically.
What do you do? Try to sacrifice him?
I don't know.
He wasn't.
No, in the Bible, in the Bible, when it says that they knew each other, that means that they had intercourse.
Yes.
Yeah.
Whoa.
Yes.
I'm messing. Was it facetious?
Sarcasm on sarcasm on sarcasm. That's awesome. Matthew says Cyberpunk was one of my favorite films. Yeah, I thought it was better than it had a right to be honest with you. Joe says, yeah, but Matrix was basically Plato's allegory of the cave long before Cyberpunk. Fair enough. Matthew continues by saying, Hardware, that's the one with Jamie Lee Curtis. Hardware was a post-apocalyptic cyberpunk horror film. It was, I guess.
I've got that. Yeah, it's such a good film.
No
Yeah,
Jamie Lee Curtis.
Hardware.
Yeah, it's a good movie.
Hardware or hardwire?
Hardware.
Oh, no.
Hardware.
Yeah, hardware. Yeah,
Hardware.
it's based in an apartment building.
That one.
No,
movie.
it's on a ship.
Yeah,
you're
of a
thinking-
different movie.
Oh, you're thinking of Virus.
Virus. Is that the
Yep.
one I'm thinking of? Yeah, no, I
Yeah,
love that.
hardware is based in a. Okay. You're confusing me now.
Hardware's like the Gundam style movie, isn't that right?
No.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, I know.
It's
I'm
more like
confused
Mad
now.
Max meets Blade Runner.
Yeah, no, you're right. I know what that movie you're talking about now. The guy gets like a robot head. It's like a killer,
Yep.
Yeah, that's the
tactical
one,
robot. Yeah. That is pretty good horror movie actually. But
That
Virus,
sounds interesting.
it is interesting. But did anyone like Virus with Jamie Lee Curtis and Donald
I can't remember that
Sutherland?
movie.
I think the comic book
I
might be
remember
better.
it ish. It can't have been that good.
Well, the only real complaint I have about it is Jamie Lee didn't get her tits out. That's about it.
Fail.
Fail, absolute fail. Zach, would you
Walk
like
out.
to show us a little bit of what you've done?
Donald Sutherland did.
Oh crap! I'm not even sharing screen. My bad.
Yeah, I just been skipping you.
Oh, okay. Sheesh. I was wondering where my compliments coming from or not.
Hey, he went with Cyberpunk chic. Very nice. Very nice.
Oh, the Fräuleins.
The Fräuleins,
Except
yes. Yes.
I'm done as well.
They are missing.
Well, let's
will
give
get
Zach a few
Gordon
minutes, and I'll come over to you momentarily, because
Okay.
we haven't seen anything yet. But it threw me at first because Zach doesn't do the traditional superhero proportions to his bodies. He does just normal proportions to the body. But now that I've gotten used to it, I think in some ways I almost prefer it. I don't know. Am I wrong, Booster?
You can capture some very like I prefer either normal or like creative proportions. I'm not really into the whole. I mean, when every single lady in the entire series has like a hourglass figure, you kind of get inoculated to it.
Yeah.
You
It's
kind of
boring really
become
fast.
immune to it and it becomes boring.
Yeah, no,
But,
we're just used to it because it's what we always see. But Zach doesn't do that. He sticks to his normal proportions, and good on him for that.
Are you trying to say I don't conform? Is that what you're trying to say?
Maybe you're a member of Antifa in the art world. Yeah.
Oh god.
I don't know what kind of are you like do you have like a gelatinous form or are you
Oh god.
stiff or like
Oh god.
Oh god.
I've seen a few people who would probably conform very well, but they tend to be very large people.
Oh.
Hey,
How do they
Gelatinous
gelatinous
people.
Hey, quit picking on Booster.
Butter whales.
Wait, what did I do?
He
Does
he
Booster
called you
conform well?
fat. I was just defending you. It's all right.
I wasn't talking. I don't know. I haven't seen Booster. I wasn't talking about him. I'm just.
A little bit of
I don't know how well Booster conforms. Do you conform, Booster?
Why are you bullying me, man?
I know, right?
I'm just wondering if you conform.
What did I do to you, dude?
Do you fit in the, do you fit into the mold?
I'm about to fit inside your dick.
What? Is that even a comeback?
I don't. That does not make any sense whatsoever.
Not at all.
That was a double-edged sword. That was a compliment and an insult.
I know.
I don't really know. I just went with the first thing that came on my head. And
That sounds like an insult. That sounds like an insult you would hear from Idiocracy or something.
We're getting there.
Your
We're
face-
getting there.
Just keep in
face.
mind, Booster, that the human anus can expand up to 7 inches. You could fit your entire self up in somebody.
Awesome.
The more you know.
The more you know.
Alright.
But all right.
So much about you, Chester.
Thank you.
All right, want to see my face?
Yes, I'm. That you are white boxer. Go ahead.
All right, then. This is I did a cyberpunk Kiwi.
Oh,
I think it's very accurate to the cyberpunk genre myself.
He looks
I don't know about you.
insectoid. What is he
I
spitting out of
approve.
his mouth? What the hell's happening
It's a
here?
laser beam.
It's a laser beam. He has a
Okay,
laser.
See?
Okay.
It's a laser.
It's a laser. So he's got laser eyes and laser beaks. Sweet.
Yeah,
It's a
and also a
laser.
laser cannon.
Laser cannon.
Damn.
Yeah.
Ah. What's going on with the abdomen? Is he a caterpillar too?
What? No, it's cybernetic enhancement. It's like armor.
Oh, I
Can't
see.
you tell?
No, I can't. I love he's got a mohawk though. It works.
Yeah.
It
I
works.
went with that mohawk. That was pretty. That works pretty well. I thought that was perfect.
The bionic kiwi. You're right, Joe. Yeah. Well, very nice, Booster. Good job. Now that you're a
You gonna put on your
professional,
fridge?
no, I might. Let's see what the Japanese boy thinks. Japanese boy,
Yeah, ask him if this looks like.
Booster
Come
would like
here,
you to
Japanese boy.
critique his art.
Yeah. Tell me if this is cyberpunk.
Critique means to give your opinion.
Japanese boy.
Come here, Japanese boy. Come here.
Well, hold on. I'm trying to get an answer. He's laughing right now, so give him a second.
All right. Yeah. All right. He's baffled.
And
by-
if you want to be kind to Booster, your opinion is invalid and you need to lie.
Does he think the anticipation's killing me? Does he think I could become the next mangaka?
All right. Well, I have the answer. I'm back with the answer from the Japanese boy, and he says it's like Picasso.
Oh, thank you. Oh my god.
Yes,
I mean-
very homoerotic.
That's awesome. That's my favorite kind of pizza.
It's your favorite kind of pizza, he says. That's nice. Picasso pizza. Very good. Very good. Very good. All right. JD is
Moving
laughing.
on.
Why it's so funny, JD?
Why so serious, Chester?
Who, me? Oh,
Oh.
good question.
Oh boy.
He's trying to joker me. Uh-oh.
So serious.
What was that? What, were you joking having a fucking stroke? What was that?
All right. Well, it is time for us to, because we do have ourselves about, I don't know, 50 minutes or so. Left. So it's time to ask another cyberpunk question. What is your favorite cyberpunk character or story? Booster?
Oh shit.
Said it earlier, Booster. You know what it is.
Well, Bionicle? What?
Bionicle. Sweet. Bionicle.
No, the first thing that comes to my mind, and I would get so much flack for this, but I love Adam Jensen from Deus Ex Human Revolution.
There you go.
I've never
I
even
bet I'll
heard of
get
that.
shit for that, but I love it. It's
Never
the
even
sequel
heard
to
of
the Deus Ex game, which was massive.
That is to be fair. I played. I think it was Mankind Divided, not the latest one, but the one just before that. And that was the only video game I've ever played where I engaged in political debates. And
Yeah.
I thought that was an interesting choice.
Yeah,
Is
yeah.
that part of the game?
Good game. I liked it.
Yes.
Oh.
Yeah.
They have like a 1,000 different. I mean, you only have 4 choices each time, but like there's a whole bunch of different ways that your conversations can have an outcome, and you end up using that to have a political debate with like an anti-AUG activist.
That's right. Yeah.
Well, Adrian here has got my answer too. Akira would be at the top of my list, but it didn't have a long enough arc. Spider Jerusalem from Transmetropolitan is my favorite as well, dude. So what about you, Elronimus? Who's your favorite cyberpunk character and or story?
Alex Rain and Roy Batty.
Roy Batty. I'm on board with that. Yeah. Boy, did he steal that movie. And that's got Harrison Ford in it, and he stole that movie.
Yeah, it makes it even easier.
It makes it even easier. Okay. But now that's a great choice. Blade Runner, of course. Very nice. So, JD, favorite cyberpunk character and or story?
Oh, the Major and RoboCop.
Not
All
Gibson Rickenbacker?
That would work too. Yeah. Let's see here. Let's moving down to Kevin.
Yes.
Favorite
I would say-
Cyberpunk character?
Probably RoboCop. I didn't really get into it a whole lot, but RoboCop was always a favorite. Or Judge Dredd.
Ah, yeah, Judge Dredd's another good choice. Yeah, and there's so many Judge Dredd comics too. It's good stuff. Keenma.
I like Blade Runner.
Yeah, Blade Runner's good. Definitely is. Risey
love-
Lee has
whatever.
woken up from his stupor, and he says Harrison Ford is overrated.
You're just gonna drop that and walk away.
Nice to see you, Risey. A rabbit.
It's so difficult to answer. All of them. I really love Rutger Hauer in Blade Runner. I think his character's amazing.
Yeah, baddie.
But I think
Yeah.
that's just because he's amazing in it.
Yeah.
Akira obviously is probably one of the best ever. But the manga, not necessarily the anime.
Well, Rutger Hauer, he's done plenty of fun films and stuff, but it's interesting to me. I don't think he's done anything that even touches his character in Blade Runner. It's like he peaked at the beginning of his career.
Blind Fury.
Blind Fury is freaking amazing. Yeah. What was that movie called? The one in London where he's fighting basically Judge Death.
Oh,
Big
yeah,
machine guns. That movie's amazing.
Split Second.
Split Second.
Oh,
Yeah,
Split Second. Yeah, that movie's. And Salute the Jugger is one of the best movies ever made. I don't know what it's called in America, but Salute the Jugger, I don't know what it was called everywhere else.
Would Corbin Dallas count? Sure, that's definitely cyberpunkish.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Is it? I kind of think it's more fancy. It's hard to choose. I find sometimes.
Well, interesting choices. Steel.
I don't know. I don't actually follow the genre too much, so I guess I'd have to say like probably Edward Elric or Alita. I don't know.
Interesting. Alita was certainly a lot of fun. I read that manga forever ago, and the movie actually stayed on target fairly well.
So-
Most movies don't even come close, right?
To be honest, I've only actually seen the new movie.
Well, I mean,
I don't follow that again. I don't follow the genre too well, but I mean, I just love the cybernetic aesthetic. As far as like the pretentious philosophical stuff, I'm usually not into that.
Yeah, that's right. Matthew is answering your question there, Rabbit. Blood of Heroes, salute the Juggers. Yes.
All right. Yes.
Apparently, that was held for review as well.
Yeah,
That
for some
was-
reason. Yeah, no, YouTube.
Did that have any cyberpunk stuff in it?
No, but it was a Rutger Hauer movie that was awesome.
Yeah, we were talking about
Is there
Rutger
any-
Hauer.
It was pretty cool. What I saw of it was pretty cool.
Now, what was the other movie you mentioned? There was another one there that I thought was interesting.
I mentioned Edward Elric from
Yeah,
Fullmetal
Elric
Alchemist.
from Full Metal Alchemist. Now that the second, anime run, not the first one. That is, I believe, my son's favorite anime of all time. Set, you love the second run of Full Metal Alchemist, yeah?
I like it better.
Brotherhood.
Yeah.
I
He
just
said,
realized we're talking about freaking cyberpunk anime, and I didn't bring up
That's
Ergo
more
Proxy.
Oh,
Ergo Proxy, yeah.
Ergo Proxy.
One of the
Hey,
few, one of the few anime I actually really like.
That
Yeah, it is a
really
good one.
I overthrew that.
and Full Metal
Yeah.
Alchemist has cyberpunk elements as well.
It is, but it's kind of steampunk as well, isn't it? at the
Yeah,
same
I guess
time?
it
Yeah.
probably leans more steampunk.
So-
You're right. Yeah.
Yeah.
But it is good stuff. Nice.
No
All
one's
right.
going to say like the purest of all cyberpunk characters,
Go ahead.
Max Headroom.
Oh, yeah. I guess.
That's the very definition of cyberpunk.
Yeah. Max Headroom. I forgot all about him. What a
That's the
kooky
William
thing.
Gibson style.
Yeah. Well, what do you think here, Alan? What's your choice for favorite of Cyberpunk?
I'm with Kevin. It's between Judge Dredd and RoboCop, especially with Peter Weller's performance.
Oh yeah.
And RoboCop kind of edges it out because it's also a Western when you look at it.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
I actually saw Peter Weller a couple years ago at the Tokyo Comic Con, and
Tell me about it.
I will tell you about it. What I can say is he's really, really, really old.
How old is really old?
Why are you so old?
No, yeah.
I didn't know robots could age.
Right. Now, of course, Claudio is mentioning that he almost drew Max Headroom, and I do hope you guys are drawing along. It's
Yeah.
something we do every week, and just to remind you again, we'd love to see your art. You don't have to be a great artist; just throw it up into the Twitter on hashtag DNQFE, and we'll take a look at it at the end of the show. We do love that, and we hope you guys are drawing along. And of course, that brings us to the very last choice of favorite cyberpunk, and that's Zach.
Ooh, people are not gonna like me for this, but it's my favorite is probably the
Boo!
second Tron Legacy.
The second Tron. Interesting.
Yeah.
That's totally a popcorn flick, but I did enjoy a lot of that.
I
I
enjoyed
actually
the crap out of that.
love that movie visually, and I love the music. I actually love Tron.
Well,
And-
like
and-
growing.
Yeah, Tron
corn.
wasn't a bad movie. Tron was a really good
Yeah.
movie.
Have you
Yeah,
seen
I'm a
Tron
big Tron
Uprising?
fan.
Oh, the
Oh,
animated
the
series? That
series?
was really good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That
That was
was
excellent.
really underrated,
Yeah.
and I can't believe it didn't get a
Mhm.
second season. I'm so pissed about that.
It had Box Lightner.
That was excellent.
Yeah, it's
Matthew
just
is
supposed to
calling everyone a heretic. A Blade Runner is the only proper answer, I guess.
Well,
It's
piss
no
off.
Johnny Mnemonic.
Hey, now, Johnny
For good
Mnemonic
family
actually had
history.
some fun elements in it.
And it was a William Gibson story.
Hey, there you go.
The man who coined the phrase cyberpunk.
Is it? Is he the one who coined the term?
Yeah, that's where it came from. Because was it Neuromancer? His book.
Oh, okay.
I didn't know that.
That's when it came. That's when it became like all the rage and stuff. And it was like, oh, it's a new fancy word.
Now, who was the who was the guy that I can't remember his name? He's actually working with CD Projekt Red right now. The guy who created the Cyberpunk pen and paper game. What was his name? Anybody?
I don't know.
I can't remember his name, but I'm kind of wondering if that's the case that this other guy created the term. How did he get away with using it in? Because that's the name of his game, Cyberpunk.
Mike
That's it.
Pondsmith.
Mike Pondsmith. There it is. Yeah. That guy. And boy, it's so awesome that he's getting the opportunity to continue his vision, man. That is badass.
I think it was
Especially.
more just like a term. It wasn't like
Did you
the
see
title of
that
the story or anything.
It was a term, yeah.
Yeah.
Did you see that quote from him from the I believe the 80s? No. Sorry, it was from the rule book of Cyberpunk 2020 from 1994. You see this? Diversity and unity. It is now accepted among historical scholars that in the decades before the collapse, America suffered from a sickness of racism and cultural identity. Everyone wanted to be seen as a special. Every group had to be equal to or preferably better than its neighbors and fought to protect its special rights. If anyone had something that someone else wanted, they were painted as racist, sexist, elitist, or worst. This divisive me-first attitude eventually tore the fabric of American culture apart and caused it to self-destruct in a fireball of competing ideologies, none of which truly recognized each other's validity. Diversity led inexorably to anarchy.
Well,
Isn't that why he
That
got
sounds
called
almost
out like a year or
prophetic.
two ago
Well,
when the game was announced?
yeah.
This is from 1994, and this is for Cyberpunk 2020.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
know.
like that
I
came up like a year ago when they were announced the game because they were attacking him over that. And then he showed up for an interview and they found out he was a black guy, so they're like, "Oh, okay, we're sorry."
Yeah,
We didn't mean
exactly.
to-
But not to burst any bubbles, but you do realize where he got that from, right? That's not an original thought.
No, well, maybe not.
No, it's definitely not. It's straight out of Ayn Rand, directly. Yeah, almost
Okay,
quoted.
so even more prophetic then.
Yeah. Well, yeah, she was prophetic. Yeah. But yeah, no, Pondsmith is cool. He's always been cool. He's actually I've seen him before all this CD Projekt stuff has started because he definitely would go to the conference circuit type of stuff, and he's just a fun guy who loves his creation, and we all loved it with him. And I can't tell you how happy I am for him, especially that he got to work with a group of people who are not broken and infected by the nonsense of this modern movement that's going on. So we're going to get something that's pure to what he wanted, and that's pretty awesome.
Yeah.
Pure.
Pure.
I just want to be pure.
Neuromancer
Oh,
was
yes.
in 1984. Now that's interesting. Now that's interesting though, because when did Cyberpunk the game come out? It was right around that time.
Mm-hmm.
But Booster, I'm not gonna try to search anything in case it drops off for me again. Can you search when Cyberpunk was written by Poundsmith?
Sure.
That's interesting though, and I have to say that JD, you have captured the absolute torrid world of disturbance for me.
1988.
I'm disturbed. There you
What's
go.
that?
Damn, Adrian's on that shit, man. Good on you, dude.
Oh, all right.
What?
He got me first there.
Well, I did capture that part of Cyberpunk. I mean, that makes any sense.
Yeah. I was being sarcastic, but rock on.
I know. Well, yeah,
Reload, JD.
I'm trying to get that as close as possible, but fair enough.
Well, no, it actually is quite disturbing, and that could be a good thing if that's what you're going for, right? And unfortunately, we lost El Rodimus. I hope he comes back, man. He's got a great piece going on. Who's singing?
That's Booster.
Wait,
Pardon me.
wait. You guys think that my piece is disturbing? What's disturbing?
I don't know. Let's have a professional answer the
Let's-
question. Booster, why is it
Where's-
disturbing? No, go ahead. Go ahead, whoever was speaking. Booster's on a break.
No, why am I talking? I wasn't listening to you people.
You're
That's where
telling.
you hid the bodies, JD.
I mentioned that JD's piece was very disturbing, and he would like a professional opinion on why it was disturbing. And I, of course, suggested you because you are the professional on
I'm
disturbing
not a professional on
shit.
this.
Yeah, go ahead.
I don't know. Why would you think it's disturbing? I think it's lovely.
I think it's
Oh.
surrealistic and disturbing.
Yeah. Don't let him bully you, JD.
I thought that was
was.
what he was going for. That's all.
Yeah, I was going for disturbing and weird.
It reminds me of John Wayne. Gacy.
Yeah, I was drawing this scene where a robot gets his head off, and then RoboCop orders these two robots to attack them, and Ed 209 shoots the Major a bunch of times, like RoboCop was. Don't ask.
Now, it's interesting because Adrian and Matthew are giving us information precisely for Cyberpunk, the pen and paper. Because I did play Cyberpunk, but some reason my memories of it being in the very early 80s, like 82, 83, 84. So what is it that's on my head that's from that period then?
Joust or
Dungeons and Dragons?
Oh, God.
No, there was a game. There was a game that was very robotic, cyberpunkish. I remember it used to be in the comic book. It was always like one.
Mech Warrior, right?
Not Mech Warrior. No, it was a different one.
No, Mech Warrior, BattleTech was better anyway. But I guess they're both the same now.
BattleTech.
Yeah. No, it's not BattleTech. I can't think of it. There was. Let's see. What were the games? I don't remember. Dude.
Robotech?
No, that was later too. That was like in the mid '80s.
Centrati and
Yeah, which was badass, but that was later. I remember there was the Alpha something, which is on that big giant ship. That was like one of the first pen and papers, actually. But damn it, I can't remember what it is. Someone in the chat's going to tell it to me because they know everything. The chat's awesome. And where the hell's El Rodimus? Booster, can you check on him?
I'll go see how he is right now.
Please. Because he had an epic piece going on, dude.
Mm-hmm. I'm sure he'll be back in there. I'm sure.
Well, he's been dropping in and out all stream, so man, it is what it is. A little known fact: I took a class on Cyberpunk, and I am ex-Cyberpunk. I don't know what that means.
How do you
Now,
take a class on Cyberpunk?
I'm not. They, it's shocking to me what you can take in university these days. To be honest with you, I mean, why would gender studies be a university study? Why? How in the hell does that qualify for university?
It doesn't.
It doesn't. I mean, university is simply a trade school, but it's there for having multiple trade schools together. Do you want to do engineering, be a doctor, be a lawyer, or some kind of scientist? That's what university is for. I mean, goodness gracious. Cyberspace by Iron Crown Enterprises was published in 1989. No, this was early 80s. This is like 82 to 84, somewhere in there. I can't remember what it is, but there was something. I remember playing it. It was online,
like
but
an
through a college.
acronym or something.
Yeah. It wasn't Rifts either, because Rifts had that stuff too, but that was later.
That's what I'm thinking of, Rifts. Yep, that's what I was thinking of.
You were thinking of Rifts. I don't know if Rifts was that earlier. It might have been. Because I remember seeing Palladium for the first time in like 82 maybe? 82, something like that. First time I saw Palladium. No, maybe.
Yeah, Rifts might have not been that. I'm thinking more like late 80s for me when I saw the Rift stuff.
Oh, I see. Yeah. Was it Traveler? Maybe it was Traveler, Adrian. That's an old one too.
Is that the one that's the one that has the epic character creation?
Oh yeah, it's
process.
really cool. Yeah, it's a lot of fun. Traveler's a great game, and I do believe I don't know if it started that way, but I know that Traveler is connected to Warhammer now. Am I wrong? That maybe it's something.
Oh,
Traveler.
Really?
Traveler something. I may be wrong on that. Someone's going to correct me, but there was some kind of Traveler. Trade something. Wasn't Traveler. Trade something trader is the Warhammer one.
Not Galactic Trader.
No.
Interstellar Trader. It was something Trader.
Something trader. Yeah, so I'm wrong on that.
I've heard. I know I've heard the name, but I just can't think of it right now.
Yeah. It's actually pretty cool. It's a fun way to interact with Warhammer on tabletop, actually. But tell me, Adrian, when did Traveler start? Because it might actually be Traveler. Such a great system, though. Awesome. All right. Well, we're definitely seeing some cool art. Steele, would you like to show us what you've been working on, dude?
Alrighty. So I'm actually done with this one. I don't know what else to add to it. It was a little rushed, but that's what I got.
I like it. It's very nice. This poor woman on the ground is just being brutally treated. And that spear.
Disgusting.
Yeah, I know that spear that the cyborg is carrying. Where exactly is that? It looks like it's up somebody's ass.
Well,
That's what it
it's
looks
fashioned
like.
from the remains of a crashed spaceship.
Oh, I see.
There's a bit of a story behind this. In fact, I'm putting up a webtoon called Starvation, and this is actually from that webtoon. I haven't gotten to that part yet.
So you already made your own thing? Oh, this is cheating.
It is. No, it's cool, dude. I like it. And it actually makes me think of that movie that was kind of a take on Beowulf, actually, that had the alien spaceship and stuff, and he had to build a better weapon out of the metal from the crashed spaceship. I think it was called Outlander or something like that. It was.
It was. Yeah, they make a sword out of a spaceship, which makes no sense.
Well, I mean, I get,
That's
but I mean, it was
weird movie, but it was kind of cool.
But it was cool.
Yeah,
It
it was
was
alright,
cool.
Sounds trippy.
It is,
Yeah.
and it's interesting to see that the Beowulf take on it. I thought it was kind of fun.
I remember, what was that movie called, Beowulf, with Christopher Lambert in?
I think it was called
Highlander?
Beowulf. Yeah.
It might have been called Beowulf. Yeah, I remember it was being pretty cool. For a
Yeah,
B
Is that the
movie.
one where he fights the big wart monster completely naked?
No.
No, that's the animated one.
Yeah.
That's out of the actual
It's
story.
one. It's
by the
all
way.
based in a tower, I think.
That was so weird.
Yeah. Well, that animated one wasn't bad either, and it was cool too because every time they do Beowulf, they always do the Grendel story. They never do the dragon story, which is of course coming straight out of the Grendel one. They never finish it. The animated one they finished it, and I thought that was cool.
The anime one looked a bit awkward with the faces and everything. To be
It was
honest, I
it was a
couldn't
little
watch it.
off. They tried though. They tried. It's kind of like that. What was that animated movie? It was set. It's a Japanese anime. It was set in the future, but it was definitely all a pretty good English voice acting. And they were dealing with the some spirits and
Oh, you mean Final Fantasy Spirits Within?
yeah, that one.
Yeah, that
Yeah,
one.
yeah,
It was not Final Fantasy.
We don't
yeah.
talk about that fucking movie in my
No.
presence, mister.
Oh,
It's
sorry.
not Advent Children.
Do
It don't count.
apologize. Yes, Bubblegum Crisis was licensed and created the RPG. There you go.
I have no idea how it was even called Final Fantasy. Pissing me
No.
off.
Well,
Or
I
like
don't know.
Gaia? Gaia, it must be Final Fantasy. We have Gaia.
Oh, they had a live
I
stream.
mean,
didn't
there's
they?
a Star Wars series that you could argue took a similar route of just grabbing a name and then doing whatever they want with it.
I'm assuming you mean the new movies.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You see, they're about to scrap all those.
I fucking hope so.
Looks.
Please
Burn them
I-
to the ground and start again with just Mark
I-
Hamill and just.
I think they should just take the corpse and bury it and stop trying to attach electrical nodes to it and causing
Yeah,
it to
they should
dance.
just let it go to
I
die. I
think they
think
should
Marvel. as
bury
well
it,
would
let
be
people have their fond memories and make some other fantasy, space fantasy.
But no one's allowed to make original ideas anymore.
That's a good point.
Well, they should be able to because this remake stuff kind of sucks. But let me get to the chat here real quick. Traveler came out in 1977, so I think that is the one I'm thinking of. And Traveler had Ray Thulus is complaining, saying that Palladium Games took so freaking long to make characters for their TMT.
Yes, they did.
TMN, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles was the worst. 3 hours for an RPG vet to make a character. Yeah, but I kind of liked that though. It was fun. It made character creation more fun. I don't know, but back in those days when we started a campaign and made a character, we would play them for years. It's not like these days where you play a character for like a month and you're done. It just was a different world. Anyway, someone had something to say about that. Go ahead.
I was about to say Savage Worlds did actually make an adaptation of Palladium Rifts, and if someone wants to GM or if someone will give me time, I would like to GM a campaign from that.
Well, you should talk to me about it. We run stuff on Bugbear's Basement all the time. Currently, we are in the middle of a run where a new DM is trying his hand. I think he's doing pretty good.
I am highly suspect of your roles.
Of my roles? Why my roles?
You're like what was that 10 natural 20s in a row?
No, I had 3. It's not 10.
Then you got way more than 3.
No,
you
it
got
was
way
3.
more than
Some
3.
sketchy rolls the other day as well.
That was really sketchy.
But it wasn't though. I mean, it was that's what my point was. That's why I literally changed the dice, dude. I put those dice away and I brought out other dice
But
because it
he's
kept
cheating
rolling.
dice away.
All right, whatever. But
Hey, that's all right. You keep rolling good. It's good for us.
I suppose, yeah.
Wasn't so good for the orc.
No, well, they
That
deserve to
orc
die.
deserved it.
I missed all that part, to be honest with you. I came in late, didn't I? I wish I'd seen all that.
That orc had it coming. I was
probably
running
gonna go
away.
on you next
I was legitimately running away from a terrifying dragon, and he decided to put his hand out and stop me. Die, orc, die! Okay.
Orc lives matter.
Orc lives matter, indeed. But we got the list going. The chat is actually being pretty cool about the pen and paper stuff. Bubblegum Crisis in 1986. We had Akira Manga was 1982. Very nice. Let's see. Shiro's Black Magic was 1983. Very cool.
Oh, I almost did that.
Yeah. Whatever happened to that comic Grendel from the 90s? Well, the interesting thing about Grendel, I mentioned this in the interview I did with Billy Tucci, but I found his she because somehow I had got a stack of comics from a friend, and I was just going to read through them, and I had one of them, the Grendel, and inside was She though. Somehow the She comic was inside the just cover of Grendel, so that's how I found Tucci's She, I love Grendel as well though. Yeah, Shiro's Appleseed, 1985, very nice. Wraithwool says, Spirits Within was a great flick. Just shouldn't have had
Get
the
out of my house.
FF name attached.
I will ban you from this channel, I swear to Christ.
I like that movie too, though, Booster.
I will ban you from your own channel, you son of a bitch. Don't think I can't.
Why do you hate it so much? Why do you hate it so much? That was a fair attempt at making a realistic anime, dude. This is how the left makes their arguments, folks. Goodness gracious. Mike Pondsmith created the Bubblegum Crisis RPG I meant. Yeah, no. He was involved quite a bit of stuff. And the Bubblegum Crisis was fun as well. Thundero says, Chester, ask Booster why he's not in this chat. It's a fair question.
What's chat?
This conversation, I think, is what I mean. Did you find out what happened to El Rodimus, by the way?
Yeah, I've been messaging him. He's going to upload his drawings. I'm probably going to present them. And also, I'm doing the poll. So I'm sorry I'm doing 5 things at once.
Oh, okay, dear. Yeah.
You can fuck off.
Why aren't you doing more?
Right. Answer the man.
I cook, I clean, I feed the children. Can't I just get a little bit of a butt fiddle?
A butt fiddle? No. No.
Just a little, just a pinky.
No, besides, that's JD's job anyway.
What?
What now?
I said that JD's the butt fiddler, officially. Yeah.
I'm not.
I don't know what
Don't make me kick your butt, Esther.
Adrian says that movie was not Final Fantasy, and it ruined a chance for a real Final Fantasy movie. Fair enough. I don't know anything about Final Fantasy, so I wouldn't know. I just like the movie. So.
I don't know. We got Advent Children Final Fantasy. That was amazing.
Oh, was it?
Amazing.
Well, my son likes Final Fantasy, I think. Seth, do you like Final Fantasy? He said he's never played it, but it probably sucks. Awesome. All right.
Advent Chester. No, Advent Booster. Sorry, not Chester.
I was gonna. Chester, this is why you need to beat your children. That's terrible.
That's why I need to beat my children. Okay.
Also, Marsupial Gaming knows what's up. Hasn't been a real FF since 6. I agree. 6 is the best one.
I don't know, man. 7, 8, and 9 were all very good, and 10 and 11. No, 11, 12 was good as well.
Crystal Chronicles and Tactics.
I tried playing 12. I tried playing 12.
I liked it.
I couldn't do it. It just did not gel with me. It didn't perk my nipples, man. But I'll
What
always
about
have
14? Did you play 14, the online one?
I played a bit of that, but I'm not an MMO guy, man. But 10 has a special place in my heart because I was like 10 years.
Amazing.
I was 10 years old when that game came out, right? And the
really?
cinematic.
Oh man, you made me feel old.
Yeah. So the cinematic graphics when I got the PS2, right, and I got that game, they were like mind blowing to me, man.
Yeah, they were when I played Final Fantasy 7 on the PlayStation 1 when it first came out.
Really? Oh God, I'm so sorry.
Yeah, well.
Actually, do you remember the adventure game version of Blade Runner?
Huh?
Silence.
They made a very, very well made adventure game on PC with Blade Runner as the IP.
I remember that.
It's a point and click.
Yeah.
I don't remember that. No.
I've always wondered why there's never been a good Akira game, because that's screaming a good game right there. I don't understand why it's never been made.
Actually, they were developing it for the Sega Genesis. I don't know what happened.
Like GTA style Akira would be amazing.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I do know the guy who owns the property to Akira is very, very anal about it. So it could be something to do with it.
Yeah, probably.
Was it like a 30-year book or comic or something like that? It took him to get done.
It was
the
long,
books are massive. Yeah.
Let's see here. What was I? Well, what was I going to read here? Oh yeah. Claudio says I just started hashtag DNQFE on Parlor, and I could certainly have Booster go take a look at that, I guess. But for right now, let's stick to Twitter, please. It's easier for us.
Yeah. I was gonna say I don't know anything about Parler. I don't care about Parler.
Well, I mean, I understand what's going
I've
on
heard
at
bad things
Twitter
about it.
and Facebook. Well, it's
Yeah.
not as professional as Twitter. It's a problem.
Yeah.
But
People were
it
trying
could
to
be.
flood to Parler, and then I found
Probably
people
racist.
that.
Parler's very clunky.
I was gonna do a whole thing. He just like
I know.
cuts me off. Now I can't remember what I was gonna say.
Well, I was going to say, please go over to Twitter
good.
into hashtag DNQFE and put your draw along art because
did
we
we all
love to
post
look
ours
at it. What do you say?
No, you're not allowed to. It's cheating.
Is it called cheating?
Yeah, I'll accuse you of cheating, even though it isn't. But I'll do it because I'm a bully.
Yes, you are.
Cry
Yeah.
bully.
I'm cry bully, me.
Just going
It's a
through
shame
the.
you're not doing D&D with us, Booster. That'd be fantastic.
I'm terrible. I'm a dickhead. I ruin it every time. I show you. I'm a complete dickhead. I get people into fights that we shouldn't, and then I steal
Hey,
their
man.
shit.
That shit's amazing. I love stuff like that. Hey, I'm playing a dick anyway. I'm playing a bad guy, pretty much. I'm the only bad guy in the party.
I always kill everyone in my party.
Oh, really? Yeah.
I'm all like, I'm lawful good, and then I start doing dickhead shit. It's just.
My character is usually chaotic stupid.
Oh, there you go. Well, I am playing a fabulous polyamorous knight. So, you know.
Oh, so you're chaotic neutral.
I should have made him that. Yeah.
Because chaotic neutral always two things: gay people and women.
Yeah. Keenma, get him.
No.
I heard that was people's excuse. Like, I heard that was a way that people would sneak their like ridiculously evil character into campaigns that were only supposed to be, good or unprincipled. Sure. And so people would just go chaotic neutral so that they would have.
I'm chaotic neutral.
Anything.
I'm so random.
Yeah, but that you're right. That is what people do. But tabletop role playing has really radically changed. I mentioned it earlier, but when I was young and it all came out when it first started, it was really a long-term development of a character and a team over a long period of time. These days, people make many characters and they only last for a very short time in that story arc, and then they'll make a new character. So it's very different. I haven't seen, other than that Critical Role thing, I think it's called Critical Role, those guys had those characters going for a while, and good on them. They actually have a produced book of their world come out, which is cool. But you don't see a lot of that. You see a lot of people just making these one-shot characters, and I don't know if it's better or not, but I kind of preferred the old days, to be honest with you. But I just might be old.
No, I like the idea of having characters last for a long time. Our campaigns never lasted that long though. Like we had one where where everybody playing was actually interested in like continuing the story, and it was really good. But on all the other ones, we had one guy who would just like he would always start like killing everybody. Just and he wasn't even good at it either. He just like, we'd walk up to the very first like security team guarding a town, and he'd decide that he didn't like them searching him or something, so he'd just start like fighting. Yeah, he would just start like killing off NPCs, and then we'd get into like a massive fight. And usually his character was like way, way overpowered because it was rifts, and in rifts that there is no balance in rifts, which I can appreciate to a certain extent, but it's like when you have a jerk player, it can
Yeah, but I kind of like
campaigns get vastly derailed.
I kind of like the unbalance of the early systems though, because not everyone is created equal. Yeah, we're not all created equal.
So do I, and I. It actually makes it opens up more opportunities for character dynamics and everything. And I was always like the street rat type of guy. Like I tried to. It was fun to be a low-powered person in like a really, really high-powered campaign because it kind of it meant that I would largely go unnoticed in the fights, and I would usually try to figure out some real smart way of like getting through. And it was interesting. It would make
No,
the
that's cool, but that's role play, isn't it? That's what it,
It
should be
is.
like.
It is. Yeah. Yeah. You know, I had a character back when I was like in high school, and that character ran for what 5, 6 years. It was our Wednesday
Jesus.
night game, right? And that character, Doctor James Flodwick III, he started as a grave digger, and he became a god of death over that time.
That's awesome.
Yeah. And
I
that
remember
was.
doing Doomstones. I don't remember if that was Warhammer or D&D though.
Say that again.
The Doomstone campaign. I can't remember.
Doomstone.
I don't know if it might have been Warhammer. I can't. I did it. It was one of the first things I did. I can't remember, but that was a really long campaign. It was like 5 books worth of campaigns. That lasted a while.
Yeah.
I
You
don't
know,
if
it's
you don't
fun.
know, you don't know it. But...
Well, no,
Yeah,
I don't
no,
know
that
out of
was-
hand, but you know. But yeah,
That's
Wraith
why I
Lulu.
wanted to join in.
Yeah, no, it's fun, man, and
it-
we just can't do these long ones anymore. I kind of think it's unfortunate. But Wraith Fulu says I ran a GURPS campaign. This is another great system that lasted from '92 until 2001, almost every week. Yeah, yeah, absolutely, dude. All right, well,
can't
we
do it.
have ourselves about 10 minutes, or no, 5. I'll give it 5 more minutes because we Booster screwed up and everyone was delayed. So we will give a few more minutes for that. Just accept it, Booster. It's okay.
Just let it happen.
Just let it happen, baby. Just let it happen. Yeah. Lady Celtic Moon says, I'm ready for a long campaign. Yes, I have no life. Oh, I see. Well, of course, that is a part of being the difference is we're older and we don't have necessarily all the same amount of time. But we do know that role-playing has far from died. It is actually probably bigger than it's ever been. So there's a lot of young people doing gaming, but they're just not doing the long-term thing anymore.
I am going to scan my image and send it over to Booster.
Okay. I think it looks fine, but all right.
I'm not sure why they're trying to make things woke at the minute for role tabletop as well. I don't understand all the whole D&D stuff. Like the orcs thing, Drow, and then they're on about the Oriental adventures, aren't they? Trying to can them. It's like, what?
Yeah, what's wrong with the Oriental Adventures? I don't get it.
No, I don't get any of it. It's all retarded.
Yeah. You know, this only the Americans have a problem with the word Oriental, by the way.
Yeah,
because
is that really? Because
That's
I don't.
strange.
I've never heard it before.
yeah, it's the
I was talking
Americans.
to
They're
Bandara
idiots.
about that the other day. I don't get what's wrong with the word.
There's nothing wrong with the word. It just means Eastern.
Nothing. It's
And of course,
the Orient.
It's the Orient, and it differentiates it. If you say Asia, well, that's a big area with all different kind of racial diversity, right? But when you say Oriental, that means the almond-eyed Asians, right? You know, China, Thailand, Japan, Korea, etc., etc. So it serves a very useful purpose. If you take the word Oriental away, well, what are you left with? You say Asian. What Asian do you mean? I mean the Chinese Asian.
All of them.
I mean,
Yeah.
we have the word on our
Asians.
we have the word on our freaking on our noodles in the supermarket.
Sure.
Right,
Yeah.
Oriental noodles. It's just like there. It's like, oh no, take these down. They might offend someone. I don't know who.
Is it like that in New Zealand? Are they offended where you live?
Not really. We're pretty chill over here, to be honest.
No, to be honest, most people in England are. There's a few people in London that suck, but
Yeah.
it's
I
generally all right
remember
here as well.
when someone was making a big fuss about that ice cream. It's the Eskimo ice cream.
The Eskimo pie. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, Eskimo pie, and people were just pretty much. That's like a decade ago. People were just kind of like, "Oh, fuck off."
Yeah. Besides,
Well,
no
it's a
one
long
eats
time
Eskimo
ago.
pies. Well, no one eats it anyway. Everyone eats Klondike.
I
So
don't even know what these pies are. These are American things, I'm guessing.
probably.
Probably that's exactly why it came up. It probably came up so they can change their name and sell more pies.
Maybe.
True.
Maybe. Yeah, that could be true. It's too bad we lost
I'm assuming
Rodimus,
when you
man.
mean pie, you mean like cake kind of thing.
All right.
No.
I've
It's
got-
an ice cream sandwich. It's just ice cream with chocolate covering. It's you just eat it.
Oh yeah, so it's just I think pie, I think meat pie.
I've got
You're actually correct.
I've got Rodimus as
You're
well.
correct.
Oh, good. Thank you.
Oh, we said we should all send it. Booster.
Also, One Doom Red is correct about pie.
Yes.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
you're correct.
No, you're not.
That was just an expression.
Yes. There is
I
only
just had
one
a big
pie,
mince
and
and
it's
cheese
called
pie.
pecan. Thank you very much.
Oh, you fucking nerd.
I like Putang.
Oh.
Putang.
Goodness gracious.
Putang
Wraith
pie.
Hula says, none of the RPG systems I use are actually still in print. GURPS second revised, D&D 3.5, A&D, D&D first, and the old school vanilla Dungeons and Dragons. The current systems have mostly dumbed down, incredibly so. Although the GURPS, not GURPS, but Rifts 6, I think it is, was pretty good actually. It came out 10 years ago or something like that. But anyway, we've come to the end of the show, guys. We got some great art, and we had some fun conversations about Cyberpunk in every way you could talk about it, I think, except for maybe comic books. We didn't cover that much. So,
Oh, no.
no.
Except for Transmit.
We mentioned a few.
We did.
Yeah.
Putang is awesome. Fair enough, Matthew. All right, so let's get into it here.
Namaste.
So 5, 4, 3,
Namaste.
2, 1. Pencils down, erasers down. We're done. All right, guys. Now I'm going to go through the art here, and I'm going to show it to you one by one, so you can see it very clearly. And then Booster is going to drop the straw poll into the chat, and you're going to go vote for it.
Shit.
Then
Finish it.
we're going to take a look at the draw along, and I hope you guys have been doing that because we do love to look at that. So let's start over here with our golden boy himself, the young lad Zachary, and it's epic, and he's cheating with color again, but that's okay. Don't look.
Oh, he's full on cheating.
Yes, he is.
He's got all the colours.
Does that mean we can't vote for him at all, or does he have an uncolored version?
Well, you can just turn it grayscale, can't he? Although
If I
technically,
flatten this image, it'll all be permanent. There we go.
Boom.
Oh, no, it's
boom.
permanently.
He said,
it's permanently
"F you,
colour."
Booster."
He says if he wants off my poll, I'm going to double down spite and keep him on the poll.
There you go. But Zach, it looks good, and
It's an awesome angle.
Yeah, and it's a nice homage to this this Indiegogo project that's going on. Nate, what's the name of it again?
I'm gonna call it Ava.
Ava. There you go. So definitely check it out and talk to those guys. Tell them to come over to Fanspeak, and we'll do a show for them and talk about the comic, man. Seriously. Especially that. I mean, damn, they got a great artist on that project. How in the world they're not bigger? I don't know. But anyway, if you guys like what Zach has done, definitely vote for him on that straw poll, or not. Moving on here, we have Alan from the Howl Comics and his absolute epic cyborg that's going to kick your ass for sure. So where'd this inspiration come from today, Alan?
I was thinking of a Stryker from Cyberforce and how dumb his 3 arms are. So I was thinking, what if he had one arm that just turned into 3, like separated, you know?
Oh,
that's
I
awesome.
see. That is cool, dude. I see it now that you say it. That is badass. Look at that booster. It's clever.
It is. It's very clever. I love it.
Yeah.
I love it.
Instead of having 3 huge clunky arms that he has to drag around everywhere.
Yeah, it makes sense too, and he's only got 6 fingers, so no problem. Rock on. Very nice. If you guys like this, vote for it in the straw poll, please. Now, Steel, why don't you go ahead and show your camera real quick, but Booster will show it again. Go ahead and show us what you got. Now, Linkovich says, how do we vote? Well, as soon as I'm done showing you all the art, Booster is going to drop a straw poll in the chat. Now, all you have to do is click on that. Now, you don't have to download anything. You don't have to sign up for anything. You don't have to pay for anything. You just click on it, make your vote, and you come right back. So we'll get to that momentarily. So go ahead, Steele.
All right. Oh, I actually I ended up messaging it to you because I couldn't find Booster in my friends list. So.
Oh, that's a bad idea. That was a very bad idea. Because so can you just turn your camera on like you did before, please?
Okay. Hang on a second. Let me grab it.
I want to be my friend.
You could, but you can find Booster quite easily, though. He is Booster Kiwi, where all Booster Kiwis are found.
It's easy to find on Twitter. Just look for the fluffy animals.
Yes.
Not him, though. He keeps interrupting me, so he can't be my friend.
Oh, okay. All
Someone less rude.
All right. Well, I'll come back to Steel as he tries to work that up. Are you ready?
We are. Yeah. Give me it. Where's the? There we go.
Well, there we go.
Yeah.
See, it's fine, dude. It
I-
looks clear.
that
It's
looks
no
nice.
problem whatsoever. But this is a very interesting piece. He's gone more post-apocalyptic here with cyberpunk-y type of thing, but it looks great. And that poor woman on the ground is it's awful. It's awful. It's awful.
It's very Mad Max.
Yeah, very Mad Max. Follow the stank.
Mad
It's
Max
easy to
Cyberpunk.
find Booster. Damn. That's mean.
I-
Jeez.
that is very unkind.
It is. But if you like what
I don't
Steele has
that
done,
much.
definitely vote for him in the straw poll.
God.
Well, how would we know?
I've watched recently, at least a week ago.
There you go. There you go. Now moving on here, we have One Dune Rabbit, and he is coming to us straight out of Nottingham. I feel a rap song coming on, and he has done Appleseed, which I love it, dude. Tell us about this piece a little bit.
Well, I started doing something else. I couldn't figure out what I was going to do, so I did something simple, and I'm on like my 8th pint. So that's how we came to where we are. Bully Errors is amazing, though. So
True
My
enough.
ex
I'm
used to
sorry,
think
I'm so drunk.
my ex used to think it was pronounced pleased.
Please tell me that's not true.
Are we talking about the crack whore?
That's why
Is it
she's
really
my
true?
ex.
Oh dear
Yes.
God!
Pleased.
Did she not take school?
Well, crack whores and all, you know.
Oh yeah, I forgot about the crack horse.
Yes.
Yeah.
But I love it. If you guys love it, vote for him in the straw poll. Moving down here with Kima's. Oh, Jesus. Kima just kicks ass, dude. Look at that.
That's awesome.
Go ahead, Kima. Tell him about it.
I don't know. I ran out of time.
I love it. I think it's awesome.
I don't know what that is, but I like it.
Yeah.
It's one of my villain characters from my comic.
Sweet.
Doesn't have a name yet.
Sweet piece.
Yeah.
Ray
Ran out
Thul-
of time.
Well, I think it looks great, though. And if you guys like it, definitely vote for her in the straw poll. And Ray Thula says, kind of looks like Iron Bunny's stage attire. There you go. There you go. Moving down here, we have Kevin, who has muted himself for some reason, but he said he wasn't going to finish. He promised us that he wasn't going to finish, and yet he's finished. And now he went and shut
He
it
did
off.
it anyway, out of spite. He doesn't want to show it.
Yeah, there it is. Look at that.
Stop blocking out.
It's
That is
beautiful. Beautiful.
That car is epic.
It is, dude. It's
I can-
badass.
I can hear the synthwave music in my
Gorgeous.
head already. You know,
Yeah. That's very cool, dude.
as like a opening shot for the movie.
Sure. Now, if you guys like what he's done here, then please go over to that straw poll and vote for him. Right, moving down, we got JD. Now, JD, tell us what you've done here, JD.
Okay, I'm drawing RoboCop versus the Major from Ghost in the Shell versus Tao, who is a version of my version of Black Panther, but instead of having a weed-powered superhero, I decided to come up with a more practical idea. A cybernetically enhanced human and slash bio-enhanced person with a lion costume. Yeah.
And
Did you
just,
say Black Panther was weed enhanced?
I think he
Yeah,
said,
I
yes,
mean-
weed enhanced. But JD, I'm curious, there on the right, on the left-hand side, is that Ed from Ed, Ed, and Eddie?
Excuse me,
Oh,
sorry.
that's RoboCop, dude.
I'm sorry. Weed enhanced is like in a world where the black men are injecting marijuana for power.
You laugh, but where I live, there are a lot of people who claim that pot and shrooms and stuff give you supernatural
Oh no.
abilities.
Yeah, well, if you do
And they're
drugs,
serious.
it kind
They're
of makes
not
you...
even, and in all seriousness.
You're talking about
Got a
ayahuasca,
chronic
I
case
think.
of crime
Yeah.
fighting.
Yeah. But all right, so rock on, the Weed Panther, sweet. And Booster, first
All
show
right.
us El Rodimus before. Of course, if you like what JD's doing, please vote for him in straw poll. No, there we go. No, that's the one El Rodimus put up. I like his first one better.
That's the here's the first one, all right?
Oh, okay,
that he
okay, yeah.
Showed it me. Where's the what do you
There's
call this?
something.
Am I talking? Am I talking? Nemesis Alex Rain apparently.
Mm-hmm.
And then he gave us this. This is the one
That
you
is
like.
badass.
Wasn't
Yes. Yes.
Yeah, cyber boobies, he called it. And he gave me a zoomed in one just for you, Chester.
Thank you.
I'll DM that one to you later.
Thank you.
And here is all Bionic Man versus the Bigfoot.
Yeah, the
Bionic
Bigfoot episode. I remember that episode actually. That was cool.
Yeah.
Yeah. Get him, Steve. All right. Well, very good. So if you like what Elrodimus has done, please vote for him in the straw poll. He always does a bunch of great stuff, as all of these are. We have, of course, Elrodimus here. We have Zach. We have Alan from the Howl Comics. We have Steel here. We have One Doom Rabbit. We have Keenma. And we have Kevin, as well as JD. Very nice. And Ed from Ed, Ed, and Eddie looks awesome. Sweet.
One more quick through all of them. Yeah.
I did. Okay, now what's going to happen here? Booster's going to drop that link into the straw poll, and then you guys just click on it and vote. Easiest thing in the world, and we will get to that result a little bit later. But right now, please, yes, do your job.
Right now.
Right now, yes.
Right now. Guess the poll's not going up.
Was Booster Screen glitching for anyone else?
Right now.
No,
All right.
not me.
No.
No,
I mean,
it wasn't.
I know I said some mean things, but I didn't think you would sink that low.
Well, he kicked Elrodimus off, so be careful what you say to
It's
Booster.
true.
I mean,
Great.
Jesus.
I can cancel Elrodimus. I can cancel each and every
Cancel
one of
culture is real.
It's happening right in front of your very eye holes. Right?
Yeah. Well, Matthew says, One Doom Rabbit gets my vote. Sorry, Zach. Oh, God.
Oh no.
No one puts
Well, you're not allowed
Zach
to
in
vote
the
for Zach
corner.
Not a lot of it.
All right, now while you guys are voting, we're going to go take a look at the draw along. We do hope you've been doing that, and once again, that's on Twitter at #DNQFE. So, Booster, let's get into it and see what kind of wonderment has been brought to us. Ooh, I see a Rucker Hauer right off the top. That's
Alrighty,
kinda nice.
we have a Jason Gonzalez
Mm.
is making a comic.
He is.
He hasn't told us how many pages we're in, but here is this the mech from Pleased?
Appleseed, yeah.
Yeah, Pleased. I like saying it that way now. It's so funny.
Please tell me, what did you do when she said it? Did you just? I can't even imagine.
Well, I dumped her right there and then.
Briarus,
You
yeah.
just jumped her right there and then.
Right there and then.
Well,
Get
alright.
out!
We're done. Get off my lap, you crack whore. So, anyway.
Booster, I've done a lot of stuff in my life, but you take the cake because I've never done a crack whore. Just
No. Yeah, you win, Booster.
you win, Booster.
We're musicians.
I know, right? How did that happen?
It's true. I only got propositioned by one. Anyway, thank you, Jason Gonzalez.
It's awesome, Jason.
Jay Maroon, JCM, has given us Tears in the Rain.
Yeah, baby. Yeah. Very nice.
Beautiful. Very moody. It gets me all like, ooh. Makes me think of that incredible monologue from Blade Runner.
It was amazing.
Left my cake out in the
legendary.
rain.
It was,
Time
and that was in
to
essence,
die.
I ad-libbed because
Yes.
he kind of come up
Yeah,
with
he
that
did it
before he went
himself,
on. Yeah, that was pretty cool.
That's right. That's right. Then we have a Claudio. That's his last name? How do you say that?
Cyber 9?
I can't.
Zamorano.
Zamorano. Yes, you're right. Yes.
Claudio
That's
Zamorano.
not bad, Claudio. Not bad. I don't know how it's Cyberpunk. Oh, I know what it is. It's the girl from Blade Runner. Yeah.
Yeah, it's a
No,
woman.
it's a different series. I think it's called Cyber 9 or Cyber 7.
Cyber 6.
Cyber 6, according to Claudio Zamorano.
Oh, okay, yeah. I'm
Thank you very much, Claudio.
Thank you, Claudio.
Cyber.
Very nice.
Oh.
He loves the cleavage. You know something? I want to make a statement. I want this out in the world. There, people really, they really don't understand because cleavage is a privilege. It's not a right.
Needs to be on a shirt.
Is that it?
That's it. Yeah, I'm
Okay.
done.
All right. Okay. Moving on to my new favorite guy, Blue Moon Cartoons.
Yeah, he's awesome, dude. Look at that. How did he get that effect? That is bad. How did he do
My
that?
gosh.
Right,
Let's
that's
see.
great.
So he duplicates it and then he puts the opacity down for one of them.
Oh, I see. But gonna have me some barbecue tonight. Mm-hmm.
Well, that's great though.
It is. It looks like
You
Teddy
should check his
Roosevelt too.
stuff out on Instagram. It's
Is he
awesome
wearing?
stuff.
Is he wearing pants?
He might not
No.
be. I don't think he is actually.
Yeah,
You're
I
right.
don't
Yeah,
know.
he's
Yeah,
not wearing
yeah,
pants.
he's
And is that a cyber frog that he is killing? I think it is, dude.
Yeah, it could well be.
Is he? So he's getting cyber frog legs.
I
Wild
guess.
West Cyberpunk, but definitely more Western than Cyberpunk. It is true, but but it's still amazing. I love it, Blue Moon Cartoons. I want him on the show.
Yeah, no,
Yeah,
this
he
is
makes me
a.
smile.
So do I,
I
dude.
love it.
This is a dude who knows exactly who he is. And that's awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It's totally reminiscent of like 40s Looney Tunes, all that stuff.
it
It's
is.
so great. Love it. All right, Adrian T2099 with the
Ooh.
kitty ladies are holding hands.
I'm not seeing the cyberpunk.
What's
It's
this?
Dominion Tank Police.
The
No,
Puma
no,
system.
it's proper cyberpunk.
Hey,
Uh-huh,
you
it's
watch
one of
you
the
watch
lead
it because when they go in full attack mode, the laser beams come out their nipples. So there you go.
Awesome.
The Puma sisters, Anna Puma, Uni Puma. Nice.
Awesome. Thank you very much, Adrian. Tolfer needs to promote his comic.
Nice.
I'll
Nice.
bring it over here.
Ooh.
We'll promote it.
Ooh.
We have I don't know what's happening here. It's scaring me. Read Neuromancy, he says.
Yeah.
Have
Well, at least she
fun.
has a mechanical face.
Yeah. I
And
like it
big
though. It's pretty
mechanical
good.
Titties.
Well, they look natural, but I like it though. It's really nice.
That's how they trick you. That's how the
That's-
robot.
Is that how you
gets
trick you? Ren and
It's-
Stimpy. Yeah.
Mhm.
Sweet. All right. Very good. Thank you, Tolfer. Good stuff there, man.
Thank you
Neuromancer.
very much, Tolfer. Adrian has Dominion not finished, but he's going for more of the what do you say? Dominion Tank Police?
Yeah.
Yeah, Tank Police.
Huh?
What do they call it over
Yeah.
here in Japan? I can't remember offhand.
It's
I'll ask the
Yes, you
Japanese
know,
boy.
Tank,
I'm
Dominion-
asking
I
the
did know,
Japanese
and I
boy.
can't remember either.
Oh, and Zach is cheating.
Yeah, there you go. There's some cheating.
And
Shenanigans.
Thank you very much, everyone posting up. You're all beautiful.
He said I'm
Yes, sir.
old and to shut up, so I'm like, fine. All right.
Oh, okay. You need to beat him, Jesse. He doesn't respect you.
He said no. He doesn't know what I was talking about. Is that it? Was that the last one?
All of what the fuck was that?
All right. Well, thank you guys for the. Yeah, go ahead. All right. Thank you guys very much. Why won't Booster not be white boxed? Okay. Thank you very much for all of your art. We do appreciate it. So let me come on over here to the other side and vote myself, and we'll figure out exactly what's what here. So let me get in here. Oh, that's not what I wanted. Why are you doing that? Get out of there. Get out of there. Yeah, no, I think it's my bandwidth is a problem, but all right, I got it. It's all good now. All right, here we go. I got it. So let me
Don't
vote
panic?
here. Don't panic. Yeah, let me see. Who do I want to vote for? I
All
got
right.
a lot of choices today. I got a lot of choices. Huh. I don't know. It's a tough one, Booster, dude. Who did you vote for?
I'm not telling you.
Why not?
Us white people don't tell others who we won't vote for.
Well, that's true.
You voted for
That is
Trump.
fair. That's fair enough. Fair enough. Gee, I don't know who to choose today. That's a tough one, man.
I am a fine artist, the best artist.
Yeah,
All my
sure.
friends say so.
Tremendous.
Well, I'm gonna vote this
Good.
one. Oh, that's tough. Okay, I chose. It's done. All right, I'm in here now. Okay, let's see here. I have 17 votes, and how many people are over there in the chat? Let me check it out. We got 30 people up in here. So vote, people.
Why aren't they voting?
Yes,
They're
vote.
scared.
What do
They're
you?
scared to vote.
There's an 18. So
They're
come on,
scared
let's
to
get up
have their
there.
voice heard.
Scared, yes. But while we wait, let's have an in-depth talk about Trump's tactics. Go ahead.
They're
No?
the
I
best
don't want-
tactics.
I don't want to do this. I don't want to play this game with you.
You don't play this game? Why not?
Your boy. You'll bully me again.
I might. That's true. It is nice.
Yeah.
But
I might.
I might. Yeah. But there's 19 votes. Come on, guys, get in here and vote. It's really easy. You know, it doesn't take anything. Just click the button and make a choice. I made a choice.
Guys, no,
Booster made a
I'll put up
choice.
the poll even more. I made a choice. I did. I made my choice a long time
Those
ago.
those using
It's
cell
your
phones,
choice.
make sure you have your chat window open,
Oh, there you go. There you
and
go.
the link is in the chat window.
That's right. Thank you very much. It is in the chat window. But we're going to give it a couple more minutes here and see if we can't get over 20. But there's a clear leader, and there are clear losers too, which is sad.
I wish you wouldn't refer to me like that.
How else would you like to be addressed?
Oh no. Oh, the votes coming in. We got a whole bunch in here. I'll still give it a couple more minutes though. So anyway, today we did Cyberpunk. That was a lot of fun. That's some really cool stuff to get into. But Booster, what is our next endeavor here?
I don't think we've posted anything
I
about
feel
it.
like it should be steampunk next or something, just to follow on.
Ooh,
Well, we kinda
love
I
to
know
do
exactly
steampunk.
who I would do for steampunk.
Yeah, me too.
Well,
Big Daddy.
I think we did steampunk before, didn't we, Booster?
We've done a steampunkish thing before. Like we did someone's
We
campaign.
need to do it again.
campaign,
But
but
We
it's
need
like
to
the
do
whole
it again.
genre of steampunk.
yeah, I don't think we did steampunk as like a genre.
No, well, let's do it then.
I'll do a quick look-see for your channel.
Oh, cool. Well, I mean, Booster and Pixel are in charge of what we do anyway, so I just show up.
Yeah, no.
Yeah.
We haven't done a just a plain old steampunk night. That'll be cool.
Yeah, well, let's do
Yeah,
that
that'd
then.
be
Steampunk
awesome,
night.
yeah.
Yeah, I'd love to see
Steampunk
Steam
night,
Boy
steampunk
or
night.
Batman Steampunk. That might be cool.
Oh man, Steam Boy's so good.
Othar
great.
Chigvagason,
Yeah.
gentleman adventurer.
Yeah, no,
I've
that
seen
is
Boy
one
on
of
the
the
toilet.
best anime of all time, I think. I love Steam Boy. But
Yeah, it's fantastic. You could do Metropolis as well. That anime movie based on the thing, that's quite steampunk.
yeah, no,
If
you
you
could.
remember the movie.
Well, they had the. I'm assuming you're not talking about the Astro Boy Metropolis. You're talking about a different one, right?
No, yeah, I'm talking about a different one.
Yeah.
You
Never
know what
mind.
else is steampunk? The best Final Fantasy.
Oh, that
6.
what was that? The zombies, the thing on the train when it's all steam powered weapons fighting the zombies. What anime
Oh,
was
right,
that?
right. What is that called?
That was so good.
That was cool. Set.
It was only one season, but yeah, what was it?
What's the anime
Kabanari, something like
that they're on the train and they're it's a steampunk thing and they're fighting zombies? What's that called?
Zombies on
Cabaneri.
a
Yeah, you were
steampunk
right.
train?
Cabaneri. And they do have a season 2, don't they?
That's it, yeah. No, well, they had a movie, I think, that finished the
Huh?
series off.
Yeah, he
It was
said they had a movie.
season, then a movie, yeah.
Yeah. Well, it's pretty cool. I liked it too. But here we go. We got 27 votes. I'm
Yeah.
going to call it right here. So let me go ahead and refresh that, and we'll get into the winners and the losers. And we should start putting Booster on here so we can have a definitive bottom. But anyway,
You don't want to do
Mine, I
that.
suppose.
I'll be on top.
you would be. I see. Okay. Well,
Because
let's go ahead and start down here at the bottom. Unfortunately, because we told you not to vote for him, Zachary Bradley, I am keeping him on the poll out of spite, but you can't vote for him. Has 0 votes finally success, Booster. Claps.
Thank you, everyone. No one has to die today.
No one has to die today. Very, very nice. Now, coming up with following next to him with more 0 votes, we have Steel Pen Fiddler is brutalizing women. My. So Steel,
Brutalized. No votes.
I know, but the thing is, though, Steel, you didn't vote for yourself.
I liked the Howl comics. I liked his submission. I mean, I like what I did. I think it could be better, but
Yeah, these young people are very self-deprecating, Booster. Very self-deprecating. Yes. But moving on here with a single vote. So JD was smart and he voted for himself. JD, the otaku, is going for surreal and terrifying. Very nice. So claps for Steel and JD. Claps. Very nice. Very nice. Coming up in fourth position, we have here, just out of the medals, we have the Howl Comics is shorter than me, let it be known. Goodness gracious. But that's tough, man, because that is an absolutely excellent piece from Alan. It's really, really
It
good.
is great. That
So
art
That is the true spirit of Cyberpunk, in my opinion.
it is. It's clever too. But nevertheless, claps. Claps for fourth place. Claps. Very nice. All right, now standing all by her little lonesome in the bronze medal position that will be draped across her neck with great honor and respect, Keenma made it as well. Very nice. Claps for Keenma.
Yay!
Claps.
I couldn't think of anything team, and I had to drop ball in like 30 seconds.
Well, you were even better with Kevin, which is perfect. So thank you, Kima. Beautiful piece, beautiful piece. Love to see it finished. I'm looking forward to seeing your comic, actually.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That's what I want.
it'll get
but
there eventually.
it'll get there eventually. Yeah, all right, cool. But now coming up into a tie for the silver medal, we have One Doom Rabbit is correct about pie, which is not an actual accurate statement. And we have
Really, absolutely accurate, you son of a bitch.
Kevin. Just Kevin. Yeah.
It's
just Kevin. Is that what it is? Just
Kevin. Kevin.
I don't know what his last name is. I don't know what his username is. I don't know what his distinctive personality is. So he's Kevin.
It's Kevin. Well, you know, they will have to let them, because they've tied here for the silver medal. We'll have to let them duke it out. Initially, I would like to go with Rabbit because he's a feisty musician and a punk rocker. But Kevin is 6'5". So
Jesus Christ, that's massive.
Yeah. So
Hey, give me some.
Give me some.
he-
There you go.
So what's the character holding in that picture?
Just like a staff.
Yeah.
I was gonna make it like a just a throw together electrical staff.
Yeah, but that car is epic, dude. It's very, very nice.
Yes.
But anyway,
Yes,
thank
that's
you
a
very
fun
much,
quote.
Kevin and Rabbit. Appreciate it for your silver medal.
Yep.
Claps indeed. Claps indeed.
Oh yeah.
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 And then we have a winner up in top place with the gold medal draped across his entire naked body with all the hairs poking exactly where they should be poking. A person who should win far more often than he does. We have El Rodimus Flash, who isn't here now.
He won last week, didn't he?
Did he?
He keeps winning. What is he,
He
doing?
keeps winning.
won last
There you
week.
go. Well, finally, claps for El
He's not
Rodimus.
even
Claps,
here when
claps.
he's winning.
I know, isn't it awesome? But El Rodimus,
It's amazing.
I will send this over to Mike, so make sure you get that picture to me so I can send it to Mike. And Mike has said that they are doing it on Tuesdays now. Tuesdays, 10 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So definitely get that link to me on my Twitter so I can get it to Mike. All right, guys. Well, there we have it. We had ourselves a very interesting day. Some great art as usual. I'll go through it real quick again. Here's Alan's. Here is something from Rabbit. That's not what he did. Here's
That is
Keenma,
not.
who's still working on it. And here is Kevin's as well, which is really badass. And he got JD as well. And Robocop is going to get some. That's all I know. But all right, well, let's hear from everybody here, and so they can tell you where they can be found. So we will start as usual with the booster. But I need someone to namaste us out of here. We usually do the winner, but he's not here, booster. So you pick someone. Point.
Okay, Zachary.
All right, Zach.
Oh,
Cool.
damn
All right, Zach. There you go. All right, booster. Tell them where you can find you.
Oh, I'm Boost Kiwi on the Twitter and on the YouTube, and boy, do I have a product for you. Are you sick and tired of professional grade artwork? Pesky things like perspective and line weight. Well, I, Booster Kiwi, may have just what you're after with the White Lily issue 5 variant cover, Lesbians and Planes, with a lot of bad in-jokes and things I spent way too much time on and got paid way too much for. Buy yours today, and if you pledge more than $20 or so, you get a commission. With $25, you get a commission from me, and I get more money. And I don't want to have it. I don't want to work. I don't want a job. I want to get paid doing MS Paint shit all day. That's my
Sounds
dream.
good
now.
to me. Yeah.
So please fund a little Kiwi's dream, and not just the comic.
Yeah. It only costs you $10 to do the digital one. Yeah. And also keep in mind that even if you don't back the project, you can share it out, get more eyes on it. So thank you very much, Booster. JD, the internet otaku. Go for it, dude.
Yeah, you can find me on Twitter with the under the at symbol of JD Comic Otaku, one word. And I've also put in, I also put a as and you can also check out my blog sites, my blogger site, which has a link in my Twitter, so that should be easier for you guys.
Sweet. Well, thank you very much. Good on you, JD. Come over here, Kevin. And well, Kevin's kind of a pretty guy. He's pretty. Look at him, Booster. Are you Twitter pated yet? Go ahead, Kevin.
On something.
So you can get me at Twitter at Stu the 62. That's STEWDASIX and the number 2.
Sweet. Very, very nice. And do keep in mind he is 6'5", Booster. All man.
Kevin. That's 6'7"? My God, he's a giant.
He is. Yeah. All man.
Okay.
All right.
Yeah.
Thank you very much, Kevin. Moving over here to Keenma.
They can find me on Twitter at KimMaria2. Currently working on my own comic. Eventually it'll get there, I hope.
Well, so do
Voice
I.
does
We
not
all do.
match the face.
The voice doesn't match the face.
I'm looking at this picture and I'm saying the voice does not match the face.
Fair enough. Fair enough. But,
Nah.
you never know. But I really want to see a comic from you, Kima. I think it'd be awesome. So, get on that.
I'm going.
All right, sweet. Move down here to One Doom Rabbit. Now, One Doom Rabbit should be doing art, but he's instead pursuing a punk rock career. So go ahead and explain yourself, sir.
No, I'm laying out a template right now for some comic pages. That's what you can see. Just some sketches.
Ooh, all right.
I'm starting some ideas at the minute. I'm just testing the waters, as it were.
I see. All
But
right,
it is going to be manga, so it is going to be like right to left, not left to right, because I don't read anything right to left. You know what I mean? I only read manga, so I don't know how to draw it the opposite way around.
Okay. Fine. So all right, well, you guys can check out his backwardsness soon.
Yeah, my backwardsness, that's right. Yeah, you can find me at One Doom Rabbit. I'm not going to share my music on it because it's not what it's about.
All right, then. Fine. Thank you very much, Rabbit. Moving on, Steel.
Sure. Yes, I go by Steel Pin Fiddler for now until I find a better name. You can find my webcomic at Starvation Comics on Webtoon, and it's absolutely free. It's following the fall of a civilization through the eyes of a young girl, and basically she's thrust into a situation where she has to survive against starvation and cybernetically enhanced cannibals. And it's kind of an adventure done in sort of a amateur European style.
Mm-hmm.
But check it out. It's absolutely free, and I would definitely appreciate the attention.
Sweet.
Thank you.
And personally, I think Steel Peen Fiddler is a good name. Mm-hmm. I'm glad no one caught that joke. Yeah, it was a joke.
No, we
though.
caught it. We caught it. All right.
It was for specifically for you, Booster.
It all it happened to us.
Alan, take me away.
Oh, jeez.
I disavow everything that was said.
Go ahead, Alan.
Find me on Twitter and Instagram under the Hal Comics, and you can also find me on Clunky Ass Parlor right now too.
There you go, Clunky Ass Parlor. Oh no! All right, thank you guys very much, and we're going to end up today, of course, with the Golden Boy himself. But do keep in mind that for the next couple of days we are off here. We will come back on Sunday at TFT where we will be talking about suicide cults, and that'll be a lot of fun. And of course, we have the Pontificator show tomorrow at approximately I don't know what, 10 a.m. or 10 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, 9 p.m. something like that. Whenever it happens
Oh, you
on
talk asked about
RT.
my cover.
Well, that's RT Bear. Well, we could talk about it, but he's like a
Yeah.
professional, and he might like get angry with us. So I don't know.
That'll be hilarious.
Yeah, it might be. But Zach is going to take us out of here. Go ahead, brother.
Yeah, you can find me on Twitter and Parlor at Zach_DB. Golma is no longer available.
Oh.
But that's a good thing. That means I can get to printing. So, just remember, it could always be worse. Namaste.
Namaste.
Oh, namaste.
It could always be
What did the
worse.
guy say earlier about Putang? Putang is awesome.
What did I tell you about sticking your fingers in stuff and smelling it? Stop it.
I'd say that
I
pink
like
eye that
the
one time.
aroma.
Oh, no. All right, guys. Thank you very much. Awesome day. See you next time. Later.
Take care.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Time to die.
Who said that? I gotta get going. Okay, guys. Good night.